I genuinely don't know. I barely keep track of that, to be honest. Hey, the one person watching, which I'm pretty sure is me. It is not too late to change the character you want to play today. Also, Auroch, who did you want to play? What's your other character's name? Wait, so you're playing as Auroch or you're playing as Shepherd? Okay, and Shepherd is in the character creation room, right? Yes? Real quick, what's your other character's name? Auroch. So, like Jesus, or? I don't actually have to go into the room to make it work. I use a tool separate from it. One, two, three. Oh, that's the one. Too much. One, two, three. Okay. Can you what? What? Why are you digging a hole exactly? It's. I mean, you can roll athletics to dig a hole, but it's not going to do anything. The house doesn't respond to the DNA like that. That's also a fair point. I'll have to re-import it, but it's an athletics roll, so just roll it, and then it's a modifier difference, really. Okay, we're just figuring out this last bit right here. The mimic whose range does what kind of damage, and no spoilers. Don't you tell them anything. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Yeah, well, I mean, that's usually how it is at the start of any of these attempts. The which ones? Oh, thank you. Give me a second and I will. Just getting this encounter finished up. Okay, alright. I can finish the encounter before it actually gets going. So what exactly is going on with me importing someone again? Which you leveled him up in the character creation room. Got it. Right. Uh, which reminds me, Auroch, it looked like your character Auroch only had 1 XP on it, but I'm certain you've played more than 1 game with him, right? Oh, okay. No, no, no. Here we go. I've got it. And boom. It's at the bottom now. He had. Okay. All right. I think I am good enough that I can get started on this. Let me just turn the stream on my phone just to falsify the numbers. All right, and for Zelaya, which again, thank you so much for coming out. If you enjoy playing this game, I run the same. I run a session every week on Wednesdays that you can join into, and there are at least 2 other people here who are currently DMing games, potentially more in the future. So it's a spot to keep playing games on this server with different people. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to make it a habit to bring in at least 1 LFG person per Wednesday game, so that we can keep growing the group. In a second, I'm seeing 5. Who am I missing on the active games list? Uh, wait, Orak, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the active player section? No, it's just 5. Unless I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Yes, we can. And that's. Oh, so Dylan was supposed to be there. The person who's from that actor guy who's been brainwashed. I forget his name. Which reminds me, Zalea, some of this may be you're gonna need this link I'm sending right now to join the game. I'm putting in the 5e chat room. Sorry, I did not post that sooner. Okay, all right. First off, please avoid unnecessary drawings, especially in the center of the maps. I'd appreciate it. All right. And, okay, so just so that I have Zalea all caught up here, and for anyone who might be watching, which I'm guessing is no one, but in any case, um, welcome to an island called Cinder Cove. Here, let me bring us over to the world map. Are you in the game, by the way? Okay, let me know if you can see a big volcano image with a big picture of Garfield. Uh, that was the right room. Now it should look like an island with a volcano. Okay, you're seeing the volcano? Okay, I am now unmuting you guys so you can be heard on stream.
Haha, losers.
Why?
The better question is why not?
Here's the fun thing. I think we are the losers.
Why is that?
We're playing D&D?
No, because I think everyone watching the stream is us.
Oh.
That's also true. Okay, so welcome to Cinder Cove. This is a volcanic island that all of the one-shots originate from. Here you can see our god Garfield. He is a fire god who was raised to this state after we passed an old god's tests of might and strength and willpower. And sure enough, before the old nation could beat us to death in the streets for stealing their wish, he teleported us here, where he was rightly the most powerful fire god. However, there was one here before him, Flareon, who used to run this volcano but was doing a shit job, so is now just making sure we aren't flooded by this water over here. We met a water god named Ariel. She's kind of mean and doesn't like fire, obviously, so she's trying to flood us out. Meanwhile, we came over here to the bottom right-hand side where the big glowy tree is. We met a fey creature named Freeze who started a war with us and the trees, but we ended up kind of making a peace in a recent quest, so that's kind of, on ice temporarily. Meanwhile, we stole these docks over here so that people could travel by ship. There is a town to the southwest, but it's not on this map currently, so some people come out here because the mountain is littered with treasures, as well as interesting stories of fresh gods being born. And our home itself is made out of essentially a smaller god that we turned into something I call a structure god. All that being said, you, the adventurer, could have shown up here in a couple of different ways. You could have come from the town, which has its own ports, heard about the treasures and the opportunity, and came here to investigate. You could have traveled on your own ship and wound up on our docks, which you would have been rightly pushed to come see the tavern here for a job. Or you were on the mainland, and an arch wizard or one of his companions offered you cash to come to this island to solve some quests. You walked through a green glowing portal, and you found yourself ending up inside of our little hut here. In any case, it is up to you which way you'd like to show up and introduce yourself at the start of this. Do you have any questions about the world before we go on? And I know there are probably a lot of them, but, just let me know.
Yeah, I think I'd have the basic questions, but I'm sure I'll learn as I go along, and I'll do my best to keep up.
Alrighty. Yes, most characters are pretty self-explanatory in terms of where they exist in the world, so I think you'll be able to hold on to what's going on here.
All right, sounds good.
That and most of these quests I try to keep being like, you could just jump in. But anyways, not to over-explain it. Okay, let me see. I just want to test these sound effects really quick. Okay, there we go.
I'm done.
Really quick, can you guys still hear me?
Now,
Yes.
yeah.
I agree.
Okay. I just want to say that I'm gonna be quiet for a little while, because I gotta turn my mic off and turn it back on to make sure that there's not gonna be any issues.
Fair
Gotcha.
enough. Okay, so you find yourself at the base of, as we call it, Mount Field, Garfield's Mountain. We're hanging out in our guild hall currently, each of you doing your own thing. It looks like Udar Abs is speaking with the two kobolds he recently captured, still trying to bring them onto our team. If I remember correctly, their names are Happy and Gamer, so that's what we're dealing with.
Correct.
All the greenery inside and on the brim of the house are fresh tea leaves growing through magical properties, while the bean farm outside and to the left seems to be growing finely. Everyone is having a good day, Hemp doing some digging, everyone else chilling out, when a unfamiliar face comes wandering into the area, either through the portal or to the front or back door.
Would there be 3 different unfamiliar faces?
Not yet.
Oh yeah, we have to wait for Tyler.
You just want me to go ahead and place my token on the map wherever?
Yeah,
I
feel
am
free.
Tyler.
I know.
I
Alright.
assume he's getting a choose before because he's new.
Yeah, no, I figured.
I will be appearing through this green portal right over here. What are some of the things that I see around me?
You see yourself in a stone-lined house. It's got a weird sensation like there's air conditioning in the room, but there's no wind or air movement. You see a fiery, lava-soaked hellscape out the window behind you, and a badly stepped-on and somewhat ruined rug, both by monster scratches and heavy boot prints.
Alright then. This is a bit of an odd place. And I see this door right over here.
Absolutely, you see both the doors. One of them
Alright,
seems to have hay sticking out of it.
I'll avoid the hay door and go through this door right here.
Currently a smart move.
As you
What
crack
will I
open the
see?
As you crack open the door, the rest of the hall spills out before you. Still a mostly broken up floor with occasional cracks of lava sticking through. You see a large gathering table surrounded by chairs with a fiery cauldron in the center of it. A single low-hanging chandelier, a set of enormous front doors, and a nice rug complement the guild hall desk with papers and maps strewn about. You see a few people relaxing, as well as a beautiful spread of food just to your left. And a few people look over, but no one seems overtly surprised to see a new face in the hall.
I just give a little wave and just say, "How you doing?"
Well, I'm doing alright. Is this the place I've heard about for all these new jobs?
Well, we certainly have a lot to do all the time here, so wouldn't be surprised.
Is the pay at least decent?
Fairly, yeah.
Well, as long as I can get some decent money out of it, that should be good enough for me. Anything right now?
Right now we are just doing nothing, just killing a day.
Also,
At least to my knowledge.
what was that? Is this a volcano? I saw a lot of lava outside.
Yes, it is. It is, how you say, toasty outside.
Also, I thought I saw a ship. I'm just not even going to question that.
Yeah, we're cool like that.
I'm going to take your word for it. Did they announce when there are any quests, or do you have to go inquire?
Normally it's an ordeal and we have to deal with it, so yeah, normally it's announced.
Sounds good. Sounds like a time to drink booze and relax.
Hell yeah.
If you'd like to describe what you look like for the group.
So my character is a female tiefling. They are about 5'8", clad in heavy chainmail armor with 2 hand axes and a halberd, as my token displays.
That's nice.
So are the drinks around here decent, or are they just slosh?
I wouldn't make any foul comments about the tea. A 7 to
Very
10 Loxodon comes up behind you.
The tea is amazing.
Right then. What kind of tea do you have?
God tea.
Exactly. That's why it's so good.
Sounds like something that might not kill me. I'll try the god tea then.
Let me go get you a glass.
As Mr. T starts to make his way over to the tea leaves that exist down here, in order to get a fresh batch of leaves, in order to brew you up something nice, suddenly the leaves start to shimmer and flow, as if an enormous windstorm is gusting and pushing them in every direction, until the leaves form the image of a woman. Not a beautiful woman by any means, but one somewhat decrepit, somewhat greenish, and as if their very body is melting into the soil around them. Is this an image? Is it someone projecting? It's not exactly clear, but in any case, a cackling voice comes out.
I hear that you're the ones who took out Freeze for me. Oh, that was quite a favor you did me, you could say.
Are you gonna pay us?
Ho, 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 ho. I can pay absolutely this day. But if you want pay in cash, I've got nothing for you. But information and power is something I can lend to you.
Like
Those
what?
are quite a bit better than gold.
The greenery of the forest needs to spread in order for life to last on this island. But the water goddess Ariel is not required. She has been always scheming for more power and land. She's created a never-ending whirlpool that we can't deal with, and she just sits up on our mountain doing nothing. But I know a way to steal some of her strength, and you could have it. You could feed it to your house. It looks around with like a drooling mouth. Oh, it would be beautiful in here. So majestic there'd be water features to keep your tea running even smoother than before, and Ariel would feel the pain of the fire every single day. Oh, it'd be glorious.
I might seem a bit misinformed here. I just got here. Who is Ariel?
Ariel's a water god up to our northeast-ish, I think, or west. Can't remember.
Give me half a second, sorry.
What's in it for you?
Yeah.
There are many things in it for me. Mostly, it takes out a little power, and I get to make better friends with the enormous fiery volcano next to my beautiful green trees. Also, once you've attained a section of her power and brought it into your house, the soil will be easier to grow on the other side of the lava river.
All right.
Right.
Do you have any more information? Like, what are we facing?
Ooh, this one likes to be prepared, and prepared you should be, for the path is quite perilous that you shall face. The mountains are steep and jagged. There are some strange beings and forces, both majestic and fey-based, that may try and trick you or stand in your way. But if you
Oh,
bring
God.
What?
But it will not be Freeze. It will not be that sickening little man that you slaughtered. No, it will be they that work for Ariel. Gross beings that have twisted their ways to stand against nature itself in order to sit firmly on the behind of the water goddess. All I can say is, if you start hearing singing, I wouldn't walk out into the water.
Oh, that's good to know.
Very.
So,
Anyone have shape water?
No, I do not, at least.
Water would not be my forte.
God damn it. All right.
My character can't cast spells.
Okay.
it is not
So what are we doing?
spells that will be the thing that decides this day. It is your decisions and the skills that you have that will make you succeed or fail this way. Go, climb the mountain, cross the river that blocks your land from hers, reach the top of the other side, and in a bog, surrounded by waters, you will find a single glistening scale. It is one of hers. She uses it and places in different in different spots of her territory so she can personally keep watch over all the things that change in her area. Take this scale, steal it back to here, and feed it to the god's egg that builds this house. Then you shall feel water ever flow, and your soil become ever richer as a result.
You are so sus. Can I cast divine sense?
Yes, sure. Also, make sure to ping it, please.
Yeah, sure. And
Oh, that's right. Real quick, I don't know how much Roll20 you have played before, Zalea, but a few quick tips. If you hold shift and double click on your token, your character sheet will open up. And if you're using the ruler tool, which is a great way to tell how far you're going from places, you can press Q. I'm holding control, but if you press Q, you can like put a point down and look in other directions like this.
You could also right click.
Sounds good.
Okay. Alright, as you cast Divine Sense, trying to capture the essence of this woman, it doesn't smell like it doesn't feel like heavenly music is playing or a noxious odor. In fact, there's almost an eerie emptiness to it. At times you hear notes of the heavenly goddesses, and at other times you smell a rotten egg. But in either case, it seems like this person likes to walk the fence.
That's one of the
Sure,
coolest
neutral.
descriptions of a god I've ever heard in my life.
Also, if I ever forget to change back from a scary voice to my regular voice, please let me know. I don't want to be doing the scary voice while I'm describing things all the time.
Why not though? It's so
that'll
much
be-
fun.
That'll be fun to see.
You see a butterfly.
Scary
Outside
butterfly.
of clearing this god for you and empowering this house, what are you benefiting from here?
Is it not enough to weaken the enemies of my friends and allies? That, and this will solidify our non-aggression between the trees and the fiery Garfields that you are plowing. I would rather not have us overrun with lava, but if you were to spread your wings a bit further, and Ariel's accursed waterfall was to spill into the ocean like it's supposed to, she screams out into the fiery windows, then
It's a win-win for everyone involved.
Yeah, sounds good. What do you guys think?
Sounds like
Well-
sibling drama. Gotta be honest.
Well, I don't usually
We'll walk
accept.
up the mountain and check it out. No promises.
Yeah. We'll find out if it seems worth it once we're there.
I don't
Because
usually
I'd
accept
like to
payment in the
point
form of
out-
power.
That Fries was on your side, and our peace is extremely tentative.
say that last part again, please.
The peace we have right now is extremely tentative.
Very.
When you shake hands on the battlefield with a foe, it only works for so long. But an act like this is like putting ink to paper, as the humanoids normally do. Whereas us forest beings like to trade our very essence. But I'm assuming no one here wants to do that. Unless they want to.
Gross. Tree god kisses.
Oh,
Is this the hag that was there whenever Fries declared the war?
Yes,
Sitting
Oh
off
my
to the side?
When Fries
I-
manipulated the team in order to start a war between the lava people and the tree people, she was there cackling and watching the whole thing, but I believe she wasn't aggressive until someone attacked her.
Is this also the same hag that dropped rocks on us that one time?
If that was something I ran, I don't remember it, but let's go with a no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was whenever we met the guy in the hut by the dock.
Oh, yes, that was her.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna climb up the mountain. How exactly do you know where the scale is if she moves it around?
The leaves of the tea tree reach out as if her arms extending like a member of the Fantastic Four. She points to the map that you've crudely drawn of the area around you and makes a few scratches, leaving behind just a light layer of bark and leaves behind to show a trail. If you can see the blue to purple dots.
Mhm.
You'll need to climb the mountains caused from the water meeting fire. Jagged and dangerous as they are, the climb will be very difficult. You'll cross over the heavy flow of a stream, reach the island, pass through the jungle, pass between one island to the next, and then there is an altar. Ariel uses it to feel the very river itself after it flows off of the mountain.
And I keep forgetting to put on the right voice. Once you reach the altar, you'll find her scale embedded with the very stone itself. Whether it was here before her or she made it herself is unknown, but in any case, it is your scale to steal.
Well, then I guess we better get moving if it's gonna be a long walk.
Very good. Very, very good. And with that, the tree leaves seem to shake and shimmer for a moment before the image of her disperses back to the normal looking tea leaves that you're used to.
I don't like her being in my tea.
Neither do I. Because does that mean that she can just spy on us whenever just by looking through your leaves?
We always assumed they were spying on us. At least I did.
Well,
So they know about the
I'll accept
kobolds?
it.
I don't think they care about the kobolds.
No one can know. We must kill
No.
them all.
The kobolds,
minute.
and
Right on the
I-
Kobe cat.
I'm gonna say I shouldn't ask about the kobolds.
You should not ask about the kobolds.
Well, can I ask
No
about
one
what
must know.
I will remain not
Looks like
knowing?
about a dozen people know, so.
Feel
It
free.
must be a secret.
We need a dungeon.
Agreed.
Yeah, can we have
So
the house
we
filled
let
in
that out?
color?
Where's that tea again? I seem to remember ordering tea.
Yeah, Hemp was digging a hole to make a dungeon. That's it.
Yeah, that's what she was doing. that's
I
that's
hand the
all
tea
she
to
does.
you.
I'll take a sip of the tea. How does it taste?
Roll me a d4 and I'll tell you. Oh, well,
Okay.
after Mr. T describes the flavor, obviously.
It tastes sweet, light, and also vaguely of whatever you're currently in the mood for, whether that is tea or something else.
Two?
It tastes like really strong rum.
Without that nasty effect. Maybe.
Okay. After you take a sip of the tea, there's an extra burst of caffeine in there, which gives you some focus for a little while, which means that your next dex-based skill check will be rolled with advantage.
Ooh. How
That's
did you
fun.
make tea taste like bourbon? I'm confused, but more impressed than I am confused.
I've been
God.
working on this for weeks.
I'm going to take your word for it. I'll have to get another cup of this later.
Okay.
I would like a cup, my friend.
Mr. D gives you a cup too. Then he goes stands by the table taking some notes.
Mmm. Some good tea.
Roll that d4.
All right. 1d4. I got a 4. That's
Okay,
good, right?
roll another d4.
I don't like that.
Just
I
or
do
just roll
not-
again.
I don't like that. I got a 1. Is that good?
Okay, you The warmth of the tea invigorates your very soul, granting you 3 temporary HP.
Ooh, so that's. I already had it. Oh wait, but I already have 8. Can I add that?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
By the way,
Hmm.
there is a bad effect for the tea, so it's not a guaranteed good thing.
Everyone
Good to
has
know.
8 temp HP, by the way.
Why?
All right.
You guys loved my story about my large fish, and that inspired you today.
Oh, by the way, Bleg.
Yeah?
Don't eat the cheese.
I will not ask questions about the cheese or the kobolds.
We don't know where the
Styrofoam.
the cheese comes from. It just appears.
Yeah.
That's apparently not real cheese. Wasn't
Also-
Udar the one who tried to eat it?
Who?
Udar?
No, it was
Uh,
hemp. Or
Yeah, hemp
There are
originally ate
no
it.
cows, so the cheese appearing is quite scary.
So normally I don't ask about these sort of things, but what are the politics of this place? I suppose about these gods and all that. I'm just arrived, and apparently everyone here seems to not like this water goddess. Ariel, is it?
There's politics.
She was the first one that we had to fight in order to make sure that the what is it, flat mountain didn't get flooded.
So we like the fire god, we hate the water god, and we maybe like the tree people, is what I hear.
All the fire gods on the island are good people. Garfield's the best one. Water is bad, and Earth, I am not positive.
Got it. I can remember that. And don't talk about the cheese. Don't talk about the kobolds. All right. And what's everyone else's MO? How do you operate?
Me and Hackthorn are prophets / saints of Garfield.
Yes.
Oh no, now there's 2 of them.
There
No,
used to
Hackthorn
be
Hackthorn always has been. He chills doing whatever he does around the place.
I haven't experienced 2 of them at once though.
Well, it could be 3. You want to join? I mean, we get a lot of good stuff. Have you
Oh,
ever
no, my
seen us
character's
do
still not
Garfield's
here.
flavor? Garfield's favor? Oh yeah, you're not.
I think my character's deity is gonna be the Christian god.
Oh, if we had not introduced new characters, that is on me. I am so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Is it just you who has a new character?
Tyler and I both have a character that are being introduced together, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, well, pop in wherever you would. Describe your looks. Let's get these introductions fast so that we can start the quest.
Alright.
There's
So,
a knock on the door.
2 knocks.
2 knocks on the door.
Yeah, get it right.
I look around for Luca so that he can answer the door, but it's not here.
He's trying to stop him from digging.
I believe I can get your character token out too.
Mr. T looks out the window just to make sure there's not another portal out there.
And I'm gonna wait for Mr. T to give me a nod to open the door.
Go ahead.
And it swings open.
Standing in front of the door, you see to the left a surprisingly not shirtless man, but this middle-aged looking Eladrin sitting there with like armor that looks like it's supposed to be leather, but it looks a lot more fresh than leather should. It has like bows of like dying leaves across it, dying moss. He's holding he has what looks like a shield made of bark strapped across his back, along with a scimitar at his waist. And his hair, it looks like it's made of vines that once were green, but at the moment they're currently brown and dying.
This climate probably isn't too good for you, huh?
Huh? No.
This
It's
climate
like
probably
this
isn't
before I
too
got
good.
here.
And
So,
then,
y'all new recruits? Oh yeah, I forgot Dalen.
yeah, so over to the right, you see a stereotypical cowboy, with like with a big iron on his hip, and I wanted to make that joke. Anyways, yeah. So he's wearing like a red bandana around his neck. He has a black cowboy hat and a denim jean jacket. Or no, not denim jean jacket. Just denim jeans and it's like a black leather jacket and spurs on his boots.
Oh, more recruits. How good.
Yes, my friend here and I came from the mainland, the docks, told that we might be able to find some work here. I'm interested in the strange forestry, the strange lava creatures you have here, seeing what I can do with alterating their biology into my own.
Oh, well, great. That's great to hear. And I hand you a little Garfield pamphlet. Well, if you want to stick around, there's always a Garfield to be worshipped.
Y'all got any sweet tea?
We have tea. If
Is it
you
sweet?
want it, it will be if you drink it.
Alright, let me get some.
I
See,
will
it's
also take some of
sweet
this
iced tea, not
tea.
just sweet tea. Sweet iced tea.
I will
Mr.
take
Tea
some
hands
tea
and
as
cups.
well.
Please come in.
May
Before
we
we
come?
Come in.
Yeah, I will come in too.
Here's your tea, and here's your tea.
Okay, I take some ice out of my pocket and put it in the tea.
That's unnecessary, but go for it.
Alright, and then I'm gonna take a big old gulp and roll me a d4.
It's nat 20 twice in a row on my real dice.
Nice.
I roll again if I roll a 4, right?
Correct.
Yes.
All
Alright,
right, that's
two.
gonna be 4 temporary HP for you.
There we go.
And I'm going to lay out the situation for Shepard and Dalen.
And then Shepard's gonna drink it as well, so I'm gonna have him roll a d4. 2.
Does temp HP fill up immediately, or is it just like I can be healed for that much more?
No, temp HP adds on immediately, but doesn't heal.
Okay, yes, Shepard, as it says in roll 20, you will be rolling your next dex save with advantage, or next dex check with advantage.
Wonderful.
Okay, so I should still be at 24 health, right?
You should be at 28 out of 24, I believe.
Okay then. Sorry, I just want to make sure I was doing it right.
Well, folks, we're just about to head out the door. If y'all would like to accompany us on a quest.
Yeah, that sounds
Sounds
mighty fine to
wonderful.
me.
We have
Watch
a
where
little
you step.
description we have to go on.
Whoever else is
And yeah,
coming with us, go ahead. Join us.
So I believe we came here a tad late. Where are we going exactly?
They were
oh,
fighting a god or something.
I explain the situation to y'all and tell y'all where we're going.
Oh, wonderful.
Well,
Gonna go
fine,
talk
guy.
to a god.
I might be able to research some aquatic animals there.
Yeah, you're good at research.
I know.
I was just giving you a compliment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are not as good at research.
I know. But I'm better at shooting stuff than you are.
That's potentially true.
Did Goldweaver send y'all?
No, we just came on a boat to here.
You guys have
Surprise
gold?
dead? No, he's dead. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and before we throw too much more lore backstory at the new guy, we are going to leave the building and start heading out.
I'm assuming because we have a cowboy with us, it's the dun 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 dun.
Absolutely. It absolutely is.
Can I turn into a mountain goat?
You can if you're a druid with wild shape.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm looking at the stats of the mountain goat.
It probably is a low CR creature.
Oh no, yeah, I can turn into it. I'm just wondering. Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah, if
Are
you
you
want to
going
walk
to?
along as a mountain goat, go for it.
Can
Nice
I
mean for when we get to a
ride
mountain.
you?
No, I'm not a goat. And also, no, I'm a goats are medium.
Can I buy a horse or an elephant?
What?
Buy?
I think
Not
an
right.
elephant would be a little offensive. in this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how did Mr. T feel about the fact he just asked to buy an elephant?
Slightly offended.
Like only slightly though, right? Like
Loxodons are evolved enough from elephants that were only distantly related, but they are still technically distant cousins.
Jeez.
It's like their cousin that lived in another state.
Mm,
In any event, as you're chatting along, you start to make your way outside of the guild hall. You should be seeing the larger map at this point. The "You Are Here" sign still exists. Pretty default. As soon as you get about 100 yards away from the house, the temperature goes from about 74 degrees Fahrenheit, jumping up to about 100 to 110. It is hot. Garfield has lowered the temperature of the volcano and the lava-soaked ground below you to make it bearable for you and other adventurers to show up and praise him and his name. But it doesn't discard the fact that it's still a very hot place. Meanwhile, you see small 3-foot-tall fire newts either riding firefoxes of horse-to-human proportions, or you see him walking around occasionally waving to you, being friendly, "Hey there, how you doing?" Stuff like that. It's easy to trek along his mountain base. Nothing too serious is going on until you suddenly hear a crack explode out from underneath you. Each of you can
Checking
feel
for
the
my
ground becoming soft as lava starts to spiderweb everywhere that you look in the ground. And I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Would those who got the caffeine boost have advantage on this, or only checks?
That's correct.
Ooh, nice. 19.
Alright. Am I okay at these? I'm
Hey,
at
15.
these.
We all
19.
did pretty okay.
Okay. Ben, did you have advantage on your dex save?
Yeah, he did from his T, I believe.
No, I don't think he did. I thought.
By the way, I'm using the words that are next to your name next to the rolls.
Apologies, were you talking to me? I was a bit distracted.
Oh, no, you're totally fine. You drink the tea and got the dex boost, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are fine. Hackthorn, meanwhile, is the only one whose foot slips down through the rocks and splashes into the lava for a split second, dealing 1 damage to you.
Mr. T pulls him back before he goes too far in.
We're hot. This happened last time when I went to praise Garfield. I walked into the lava. This happens every time.
Maybe he doesn't
Man.
want you praising him.
Remember to
Smack
subtract
Ankle,
the temp
you don't do
points.
that.
Excuse me? What did you say about praising Garfield?
They're
Maybe he
new.
doesn't want you
They're
to.
new. They don't know. They're new. They'll eventually come to love Garfield like me and you.
Hmm.
Who's
Okay.
Garfield? I like Jesus.
I don't know who Jesus is.
Y'all can see Garfield on top of the mountain, the volcano. Just
Yes.
Like,
Doing-
literally right over there.
he's got a sawhorse, just doing some construction work.
Shepard pats Dylan on the head and he's like, there, we all know you love Jesus so much. Before, like, putting his hand on the inside of his mouth and whispering to Mr. T.
It is worth pointing out that if you do look up at the mountain, you do see a firefox the size of a fire truck, basically, jumping around and occasionally creating new holes deeper into the lava caves, or unleashing new spouts of fire and brimstone, all with a contemplative smile on his face.
Dylan hasn't looked up there.
This is why the wizard called this place hell. It's close enough.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's lovely here.
Fire burns bright.
It's quite breezy, actually.
It's wonderful this time of the year.
It is. It's quite mild.
I have seen worse environments. Ever
Y'all
been
lucky.
to the Underdark?
Y'all lucky y'all came here in winter.
Yeah.
In any event, as you're talking, conversing, and hanging out, you finally reach the edge of the fiery domain, and what sprouts up is a series of jagged mountains built out of lava reaching water itself. It darts out and pokes you in different directions everywhere that you look. It's going to be a very hard climb to get over here, but a necessary one to make it to the other side. Unless anyone has an extra plan in mind, you may need to roll athletics checks just to climb up this dangerous cliff face.
I plan on not rolling athletics because I want to roll acrobatics.
I could
Mr.
turn into a
Cheese.
giant
How tall is
spider
this
and climb
face?
over it myself.
Can I climb on my friend who's a giant spider?
Sorry,
It wasn't. I haven't.
uh,
So, how long do you think it would take to cross the mountain if I had a climbing speed?
if you had a climbing speed, it would probably take you about 20 minutes to reach the peak. They're not enormous mountains, but they are still, tall enough to keep the water at bay.
I'm going to wild shape into a giant spider, and as this happens, my armor and like scimitar and shield seem to mold into my skin as I grotesquely spider legs shoot out of my sides. My arms and legs morph into spider legs. I just twist and grotesquely morph into the shape of a giant spider.
Can I climb on him?
I
The
am
last
hissing,
time I saw
I am
spiders-
hissing at Dylan to like
What,
get
Get
on.
away.
what was that, Hackthorn?
The last time I saw spiders this big, bad things happened.
You know,
Do y'all
I just
remember
like
the
not to
big
question
bird?
things.
Oh god.
I
You
sort of
live in
use one of my
Australia?
legs to gesture Dylan to get on my back,
Yeah, I'm gonna get on him.
and then I'm
Can I
just
get
gonna start
on too?
climbing up the mountain. I only think one person
I
can ride thing at once.
Whatever.
All
I hold
right.
my hat to make sure it doesn't fall.
So,
Mr.
So I
G
think the rest of
follows.
us are gonna have to- Yeah, the rest of us are gonna have to make athletics. I am
17,
rolling garbage.
24.
Nice.
oh wow, okay.
Reminds me of my dungeon crawling days,
Down.
which is last week, but we don't talk about that.
I talk about it.
Don't.
Damn. Alright, only if you promise not to talk about the cheese.
Deal.
Alright.
Okay. Shepard is easily able to climb up the side in his wild shape. I think I'm talking about the right people, right?
Yep.
Okay.
With Dylan riding my large creature back.
Make sure to change your nickname just for my sanity's sake. Thank you.
I have.
Oh, I guess it just cuts off then. My bad. In any case, all right. You're able to climb the mountain easily, and everyone else rolls a good enough athletics check that they don't have issues slipping and falling down. So, congratulations on reaching the top crest. And as you make your way down the other side, you notice that it's strangely almost more sloped on this side. However, it doesn't take long to realize why. As you get about 20 yards down, the water splashes up, and you can feel a mist of water reaching all the way up to you. This must be why the slope is so keen, as any lava from this side or heat would easily be dispersed with all this fresh sprays of water.
Can we see across the water to land?
Yes, on the other side is a very small but rich with luscious trees and undergrowth sort of island. Weirdly, though, as you look down, you see that there's some sort of rudimentary bridge that's been built out of stone that seems to erupt out of the water itself.
Oh, so I don't have to give myself a swimming speed.
That's correct. Everyone put your tokens on the top right section of this map, please.
Top right.
Top right, yes.
That's
Does
not what I
anything
wanted.
bad happen when I drink the water?
Say again?
Does anything bad happen when Dylan drank the water?
What do you mean drinks the water? You're way up on the mountain still.
Oh, I thought we were already in the water. Never mind.
How do I get my token on the thing?
You just drag it.
Dragon drop.
if for some reason that doesn't seem to be working exactly right, you need to make sure you're not clicking on the leftmost side of the sheet. There you go.
What health do I have? I have 26 hit points as a giant spider. Currently have an AC of 16. As a
Oh,
giant
and,
spider, I have an AC of 14. Okay.
Sorry, it's being really slow. I'm trying to fix some token stuff. All right, well, we're just gonna push through it. Except it won't let me push through it because it's frozen. Give me a second.
Quick, guys, let's get across the bridge before he gets everything ready.
Go quickly before he
Almost
returns.
before the gods can stop us.
Instead of
Mush.
going the
Oh,
long,
what the hell is that?
Flies.
What
instead
the
of going the
hell is
long
that?
route, I am just going to spider climb down with I think Dylan on my back.
Yeah.
So as a giant spider here, I'll just
Yeah.
climb down the mountain to the bridge.
Halt! There is an intruder in our path.
Aren't we the intruders?
No, we're the good guys. We're never the intruders.
Star.
We belong here. There's a ugly monstrosity.
He might be a
That's
monstrosity.
rude.
That's no reason to call him ugly. That's just rude.
He's ugly.
Careful, Udar. You don't exactly have the same good track record with meeting new people.
Get out of here.
Udar, you should know if I stand behind you, I can still hit in front of you with a pike. I have a ranged weapon.
Nice.
Okay. While our spider friend and his rider is able to climb down, the rest of the team is walking down the pathway when suddenly a big old tree comes popping out from the underbrush and stands in your way. Its warped face, looking mostly humanoid in the center of its trunk, its root-like limbs stretch out in every direction, making it walk around like an octopus. It's got a somewhat friendly-looking face to it, but it's hard to tell with all the strange bark moving around. Well,
Get out of the
hey
way.
there, new people. How's it going? Welcome to Ariel's stream. I'm your host, Barkus.
Well, hi,
Hello.
you Arkiv.
You're not related to Mr. Barker, are you?
I've had many of family members with that name, so possibly. There's a lot of Barkus. Names are usually pun-related in us tree folk towns.
We met Barker. He's a
Oh
nice
God, he's a southern tree. Shouldn't that make him a cactus?
Oh, this one with the jokes. I'm loving it. But no, trees and cacti are different things, sadly.
That was out of character. I'm currently a spider that can't talk.
That's right, sorry.
And way over there. I reckon we should probably help our new friends.
I'm just wondering what's pressuring all y'all to climb over this mountain and mess with the waterways of Ariel, goddess of everything living and breathing for us greener folk.
We're
Well,
We're
sightseeing.
just going on a hike.
They're lying to you. We're here to talk to Ariel.
Aside from my last comments
Why?
about lying, the two other people please roll deception.
All right.
The
got
giant spider, his rider, is
14.
just slowly crawling behind him.
Should we roll stealth?
Are we trying to be stealthy?
I am.
Y'all are giant. You're a giant spider. How can you be stealthy in the middle of a day?
I can be
I'm
stealthy.
crawling on the wall.
You're also not allowed to hit people because it's daytime.
Roll stealth with disadvantage, please.
All right.
Me with disadvantage too.
You're
I
riding
would
a
be
spider. You can't do anything to stealth beyond that.
I could
do
hide
have
behind his big part.
plus. I do not. I do have a +7 in this form.
Okay.
So disadvantage is a 9.
That's a 20 at disadvantage.
I mean, congrats on the nat 20. You're like doing that move that you see in movies where people are like hanging on to their horse, but like their body's on the other side, so it just looks like a horse running without a person.
I wouldn't have normal stealth from climbing on the wall.
That's just so strange. It's weird how nature does that.
We have practiced with this move a lot.
No.
Meanwhile, it
Hey,
looks like
yeah.
that's going to be a 9 for you, and
Yeah.
the tree just kind of gives a chuckle. Excuse me for just a second here. I feel an evil being trying to climb and mess with my beautiful tree home. As he just kind of makes his way over here and tries to smack the spider, not realizing it's a character.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to spend one of my to expend a freaking first level spell slot. Then I'm gonna give myself speech. I'll be like, hey, I'm a person.
Oh!
You're-
Oh my, I've never had a being with this many legs speak to me before. I'm glad that I missed. I'm Barkus,
Not
by the
this is
way.
my normal number of legs. I just have this number of legs at the moment because it's more mobile form for the current environment.
Well, you seem to be kind of excited to get across this river, but sightseeing is a good answer. Oh, hold on one second. Yeah, what's up?
Checking, making sure you have a game.
I do.
For dinner.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Hello?
Attack the tree now.
The tree's let its guard down. You sick 'em.
Really? Is that what we're doing?
It's always fun how we like slowly surround the enemies while we talk to them.
Maybe we can have a peaceful. Maybe we can push it into the river.
Push it into the river.
Burning it alive.
Well,
maybe-
well, I'm sorry to tell you this, guys, but I don't think you're doing some sightseeing. No, I don't think so. It seems more like you got some sort of goal in mind. I'd love to hear the real story. I bet it's a hoot nanny of a tale.
We're here to talk to Ariel.
One last deception attempt.
I mean,
What's deception here? I'm here to talk to Ariel.
Persuasion then.
Aren't you better at deception?
Mr. T? No, he is not a deceptor. He's also not really much of a persuasioner either.
He's good at hitting stuff.
Oh.
I have to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Well, that's nice and everything, but Ariel usually doesn't see people in person. But if you want her to hear you, give me a moment and I can grab her attention if you'd like. He starts to slowly make his way towards the water.
I'm gonna whisper to Mr. T. I don't think that's good. We should probably.
I don't think that's a good
All right,
idea.
I push him. I push him.
Push him where? Into the water? Where he's going?
It doesn't matter. He got a 11 anyway.
Okay, alright, let's, yeah, you don't grapple him. You just sort of like shove into his back as he slowly turns around and looks at you.
Whoops! I fell. Thanks for catching me. Thanks for catching me.
Shepard's gonna
Oh.
wander over to Mr. T.
You're
and be
really
like,
nice and sturdy.
Would you
You-
like me to restrain him? Whispering to Mr. T.
Who? Udar?
Or the tree, either works.
Yeah, go for it. Get between them if you can. I'm not
You-
really here to piss off a god today.
So Shepard just
Isn't
sort of
Ariel already pissed at us, just like on a base level?
On a base level, yes, but Mr. T is kind of done with the whole thing. He's
Shepard-
trying to be diplomatic.
Shepard climbs between Udar and the tree and sort of tries to separate him with his arms. Thank you. Now to keep this more, what's the term? Civilized? No, that's not the right term. Civilized never leads anywhere good.
Yes, of course, that works for me. I'm gonna get Ariel's eyes to come hear what you gotta say.
Is he going to steal our eyes?
No, but
I
Ariel
don't-
might.
As he reaches the edge of the water, he dips a branch deep within the river itself. You see him vibrate it, shaking it left and right, until after about a minute or two, a enormous, fleshy eyeball comes popping up from the water's surface. Tentacles writhing beneath it in order to keep it afloat. It looks at
That's-
you,
that's
occasionally
peculiar.
blinking.
Can I roll not to throw up?
That would be a con save.
All right, let's do con save, boys.
Can I roll animal handling to see if this thing's a beast or not?
You can roll a nature check to see if that's the case.
I'm good at those two.
21.
14.
You don't throw up, and this thing is not something you'd see in many nature books. It doesn't look naturally occurring.
Okay.
All right. I would like to cast Divine Sense.
Okay, if you
So
were
my
to
spell-
cast Divine Sense on Ariel herself, based on reports that you've heard, it would probably emit a noxious, very selfish odor to it. This has a very similar odor. So if rotten eggs is what Ariel would smell like, this smells like an egg a day after it's gone bad. Still horrible and rancid, but not so much so that it's overpowering or overwhelming.
Oh no.
And
What
I have
does oh no mean?
Oh no.
I don't like it when the dragon says oh no.
So, what did you want to say to Ariel? She's listening and seeing, obviously.
Mr. T.
Yeah. It's kind of hoping more of a personal visit here. But we're here to parlay.
It blinks at you, unspeaking. The tree kind of looks from it to the eyeball back to you. I told you she's listening. What's your idea of a parlay?
Well, I
I'm
mean,
assuming a
normally,
conversation.
yes, a conversation, not through her minions. I'm done dealing with minion gods and their minions. I don't know. Oh, y'all live on the island? Y'all know Fries is dead. I don't
Fries
particularly
is-
like minions.
Fries is dead?
Yes. He was, how you say, dealt with.
The tree lowers another branch into the water, vibrating it, shaking the stream itself. There's a long pause. As the current seems to shift slightly, the tree turns back to you. She'll be here in a minute. I hope you have something important to say.
I do too.
Man, y'all putting a lot on Mr. T here. He's making this up as he goes.
Yeah.
Shepard sort of
I
like
thought we were
lays
just going
down in a
straight
spider
to the,
form.
I'm just
I'm
gonna go
still
over
hidden.
whispered Mr. T. I feel like this is our last chance to bail if we're gonna try and find a different way around.
I was not ready for diplomacy.
I do feel some of y'all should probably get away from the water if this doesn't work.
Remember you guys have 8 temp XP.
As
That'd
we
be
should be.
except for the new ones, right? Because we weren't there when you casted it.
No, everyone was there. 8 temporary hit
Assume
points.
everyone was there if you weren't there.
Or you can
Alright.
also flavor it as he told the new ones on the walk all about his big fish and gave them the same speech as us.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. You've got maybe another minute left. This is your last chance to bail at this point, but it sounds like you guys are ready to go.
I mean, I did
Are-
warn them to get away from the water.
Real
Yeah,
quick,
I'm gonna say a little quietly. Are we positive we want to do this diplomatically and like confront Ariel directly?
I'm
feel like
gonna
if
make
she's
sure my
pissed
gun
at
is
all of
fully
you-
loaded.
I feel like if she's pissed at all of you, it's a pretty poor idea, but I think we should
She's
try and
very-
skip out while we can and try and find another way around.
At very least, she despises me and Mr. T. Hackthorne and Mr. T.
Well, if y'all want to walk away, y'all can, and look for another pathway to what we were sent here for. Go for it. Mr. T stays.
Well, damn.
Lugar also stays.
Yeah, Dylan's gonna like whisper this to his spider friend, and say, "I reckon we might as well stay here if shit goes wrong."
Probably the smartest
Shepard and
idea.
O'Connor are ranged, right? Shepard and O'Connor, y'all are ranged.
Yeah, I have a gun.
I'm currently a spider, so not very well.
I'm going to point on top of the little cliff right here and tell y'all to get up there while y'all are still climbing around.
Hello,
Right.
hello, hello, hello,
So,
hello, hello,
if
hello,
I can stop
hello,
clicking
hello,
on things.
hello,
Um,
hello.
Hey,
Yeah, I climb up and I sort of face Dylan in a way that he can
Hello,
hit
remain
better.
hidden.
hello, I am Ariel.
Oh,
I don't think we're hidden, but
Hello,
unless we
I
can
am
hide in this
Ariel.
moss well.
Hello, I am Ariel.
should I reroll stealth to stay hidden?
Just put little patches of it on you, blend in perfectly.
Can I like roll stealth like roll around in the mud?
Will I be able to roll stealth in the moss without disadvantage?
Oh, he's muted.
Well, while he's muted, we can strategize. So, should we swap?
Yep. Hold on a second. What was that about stealth? Who wants to roll stealth?
Stealth without disadvantage by hiding in the moss.
Yeah, Shepard and I want to.
Okay, go ahead and roll it then.
Okay.
That's natural 20.
God damn, the second stealth nat 20.
I'm not gonna do as well with a nice 11.
Okay, because of both of Dylan's nat 20s, nobody knows he's here, essentially. He is invisible. Even to most of the party, no one knows he's here.
Am I the only person who knows he's here because he's on top of me?
Basically, yes, but also you're a giant spider who is not great at hiding, so you're not all that well hidden.
I'm
just
gonna try
laying
to
there.
throw some dirt on him to help him a little bit.
No, I'm just gonna lay here and sort of like look at the pond in the most sexy pose a spider can get. I don't like this this train of thought anymore.
I don't like it either.
No, describe a sexy spider.
Yeah.
Like 4 of his legs just stretched as far back as possible, with the other 4 is leaning under his head, tilted slightly.
Okay, alright, so we're moving on to something else.
I tried.
After a couple of seconds, the current becomes very heavy from upstream. Something large seems to be making its way down the river, until suddenly it comes to a stop near the eyeball, and up pops an enormous figure of water. It shimmers with the stream below it as spikes spurt out little misty sprays in every direction. Something of a helmet/face forms at the very top of it, with a trident standing proudly in its arms. It looks upon you with confusion and a bit of disdain. Hello. You follow the fiery beast you've brought to my doors. What sort of parley have you brought? Something that I'll like, I hope.
Hopefully, you'll like the terms. There's no need for everyone to be fighting. We live on the same island that is clearly large enough and divided enough for all of us. I've already killed Fries, even though, he deserved it. I'm sure you'll agree with that one. He probably messed with y'all too. What is the point of fighting? You're a god of water. The island is surrounded by water.
I am a freshwater goddess. I cannot live out in the sea where Poseidon holds his domain, or whatever water god is king of the area at any given time. It changes so frequently. I control the watery basin at the top of the mountain, and I will flood the rivers of this area and control all of its ways and movement. The one thing impeding me has always been this mountain, and until you appeared, it was about to become mine. but that day has passed. So are you saying you will forfeit the mountain and your beloved Garfield?
Of course not. Why would we do
No.
that? But here's
This
the
thing is
thing.
large.
Gotcha.
Here's the thing, Ariel. You're a little outnumbered these days. The forest doesn't like you either. In fact, they told us to come kill you.
Actually, that's true.
Give me a persuasion with that, please.
I never roll good on
Let's
these.
go.
Ever. Ever. Period.
The forest feeds off of my very waters that I flow along it. Why would they hate me, silly man? In fact, why make such a ridiculous lie up in the first place?
They'd probably hate you because how pompous you sound consistently. Would that be
That's
a
simply
sufficient
because-
reason?
That's simply because the forest goddess doesn't understand her place. I am the one who feeds the fresh water to her babies and her minions. Without me, she would burn up with your fiery hellspawn known as Garfield, and all of you will drown in my wake.
And without her, your waters would simply be full of muck, dirt, dust, and eventually fade to worthlessness at the corruption without their plant life to clean it.
You wonder why they want you gone. You are far too ambitious. That is why.
You sort of see Ariel's form caress the creepy eyeball that's standing next to her in the waters.
Hackthorn's face goes sour.
You act as if I cannot grow life of my own. It may not grow through me, but it grows through my essence. These eyes are a part of me and a part of what I have grown. Sure, the forest as is may wash away in my very wake, but I shall grow something new from the wet soil. Something more beautiful and easier to control.
Ariel, let me ask you a question. You wash away the forest. You swallow up the lands. What are you left with?
Extinguish the fires.
She's left
Some
with a
would
bunch of
say,
water?
some might say a blank canvas. But it sounds as if you're about to put forth something else.
We live on an island together. You nourish the forest, the land provides you protection from Poseidon's seas, or whoever the water god is out there in the ocean. It's life. It's a cycle, and messing with the balance would only bring you ruin. I'm sure my friends here would agree with me on that, and would also, maybe offer up some words, in case I have to roll a persuasion and maybe give me advantage instead of, letting me stand here by myself. But that's beside the point.
I
He is
would
right, though.
the character's
Correct.
being hidden.
Balance is
Water.
the only way this island will survive.
They're
Without
right.
water.
You need different aspects of the environment in order for everyone to survive. Remove one aspect, everything dies. Have you seen the Underdark? Everything that's dead, dying. It's missing a key aspect of the world.
Yes, as you stab at the water, it isn't long until a enormous lobster with longer claws creature pops up and just sort of grabs your hand. Not enough to squeeze and hurt it, but enough to let you know that that's not the right decision.
Please ignore Udar. We're still trying to train him.
Roll a persuasion check. I'm gonna give you an extra. I'm not gonna give you advantage, but I'll give you an extra +3.
That's a 13.
Uh? You speak of a balance and yet bring a new fire god here who will burn away my rivers, creating a new set of difficulties for me, and you come at the behest of the forest to steal my strength. How is any of this balance?
I mean, if everyone would stop bickering with each other, we could sit down and actually work something out in everyone's favor.
You provide the blood of the island, the earth god provides the body, and we provide the nourishment with the volcanic ash.
The heart, you might say. Or the stomach.
Stomach
maybe
would
a
be a
little
better
better.
word. Ariel, you're clearly powerful. No one is denying that. You almost took over the island already until fresh blood was pumped into it. Why must we be at each other's throats? You haven't even tried talking to Garfield. He is not Flareon. He is new. He is eager to prove himself, much as I'm sure you were when you started out.
She ponders this for a moment, thinking it over in her head. And I need you to roll persuasion with advantage. The words you speak have a sense of truth to them. A ring that has not reached my ears in some time. And as much as I'd like to sit for peace, I must first know that you're worth speaking to. At this point, she does the equivalent of snapping her fingers, creating a ricocheting force just explode in every direction. She turns back to you. I will be observing from the side. If you can defeat my champion of the Jungle Isle, I shall come to peace talks. But if you cannot beat him, then we have nothing further to speak about. Most importantly, because he will consume each and every one of you. And as she slowly slips back into the water, you see just next to the bridge to your north an enormous mound of fleshy soil, rock, and roots grow almost out of the water itself and become this enormous shambling mound of greenery pop up.
Dylan, get off me. I'll need to be more mobile.
Mr. T, come get in front of me so I can shield of faith you. And use the pipe.
If only that were enough. Give me a second here.
I'm going to sort of
Yeah,
shuffle.
I'm gonna get off
Dylan.
of Dylan.
You mean Shepard?
Yeah, sorry, I'm playing Dylan.
Kill him! Kill him!
If only that were enough, as the mound itself crops forward, you see an enormous series of rats swarm out of its very form. Their eyes filled with this sense of hunger and desire as they look your way. And before anyone moves, stop moving! Everyone stop moving! Stop moving!
Sorry.
Go back to where you were. I'm going to need everyone to click on their tokens and roll initiative.
As we roll initiative, I'm gonna shoot him.
Nope, that's not how that works. Everyone click on your
Yes, it
tokens
is.
and
That's
roll
hair trigger.
initiative.
I
Nope.
I have hair trigger. I can do it.
What is hair trigger?
It's his subclass feature.
Oh, that's nice.
Nat 20.
I'm gonna shoot him now.
Ah,
First, I'm gonna roll
Wait.
Is
initiative.
this
Though.
why everyone calls her a bitch?
Yeah, she does stuff like this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because I'm on that.
Me. Initiative. and I got
wild hunt,
14.
criminal.
Anyways, I'm gonna shoot him
Rider
now.
rogue?
So what about the thing? Are we just gonna handle that later, or we're gonna work something out?
That's a 19 to hit.
What thing?
You know, the thing.
The scales.
Thank you.
That, yes. I wasn't trying not to say it, but yes, that.
It seems like the quest has taken a turn. Just as what normally happens, things have become derailed, so this is now the quest.
Alrighty.
Um,
Don't
How's
worry, you'll
the
still get
tree reacting
experience.
to all this?
Sorry. What did you say? Not. What did you say a second ago? Two people spoke over each other. I want to hear at least one of them.
19 hits.
A 19 does hit. Roll damage. Also, who are you shooting at? The piles of rats or the big old green thing?
Probably one of the piles of rats.
Okay. As you blast away with 17 damage, a lot of rats scatter, but it doesn't disappear.
Oh
Shepherd,
my god. That's
you are
a
the
lot
first.
of rat health.
All right, I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Am I in range of the thing? I am. No, I'm in far range. I'm going to use my web attack at disadvantage. G20. Nope. Why are you doing this? No, that's 2d20 plus 5. I'm assuming a 23 hits.
A 23 will hit.
So it is now. It's restrained by the webbing.
And by it, I'm assuming you mean the
The
shambling mound?
shambling mound, yes, is restrained by the webbing.
Okay.
As I just shoot web at it, it can use an action to try to break free.
Yep. I know all about both those things. So that can be it for you?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to expend one of my second level spell slots and then do nothing else. So I just have some points to spend.
Okie dokie. Alright, meanwhile, the swarm of rats jump onto the bridge. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Start making their way towards you. Mr. T, I'm going to grab a refresh of my drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I got to shoot first.
I'm going to add my this. This is what we do. I don't have 234 hit points. I have 34.
No, keep it. Let's see if he notices.
Adding my wild shape health.
I think I'm gonna cast Find Steed at the beginning of this.
Yeah, it
I have
takes
an
10 minutes.
HP of 50.
Oh damn! I thought it was 10 minutes long.
No, it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I should have casted it while we were going.
Yeah, probably.
Honestly.
But I didn't want to have me taking you everywhere because you can't control me if I'm an intelligent creature for mounted combat.
Yeah. That's fine. Dylan's just gonna run everywhere. At least I know for
Runs
next
20
time.
feet, shoots, sneaks attack again. Sneaks attacks.
Yeah, why would I not do that?
Of course.
Well, at least your gun isn't an elephant gun.
Just
Not
a
yet.
That would be kind of messed up.
that would be messed up.
Like, walk in, about to start a new mission with your elephant gun, look over and see a Loxodon.
Walk out.
Just glaring at you intently.
Just fucking drops it. It was my friends.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Alright.
So we've already killed all the rats. And
we?
Ariel has agreed to just leave the island.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I
just
forgot.
forfeit all of her power to Garfield, just, you know.
Wow, and you did all that with 0 rolls. That's impressive, guys.
It is.
It
Oh,
was
well,
really good
like-
roleplay. It was really good roleplay.
So convincing.
Too
You
bad in
guys
this game you need to
convinced
roll in
me.
order to play.
I'm a player and you guys got me convinced.
Matt, you hurt me.
Take psychic damage. Mr. T, tell me what you want to do.
How much psychic damage?
A joke amount. Mr. T, go.
Ooh,
I-
ouchies.
Oh, y'all don't hear me. My bad. I'm gonna run up here between Shepard and Udar. It's my full 40. I'm gonna throw a vial of tea against the ground to enter my rage, which I know is not gonna help here, but it also does help. And I'm going to throw 2 javelins at Mr. Green Thing.
Okie dokie. Wow, both those hit.
So many nat 20s today.
I know.
Mr. T is overpowered when he has javelins.
That's 17
Overpowered
damage.
for anything that isn't talking.
Alright, that's 13 damage.
Basically.
13?
Rage doesn't affect ranged attacks, I don't
You're
believe.
right.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's just 10. Yeah, 13. And he is also affected by my ancestral protectors now.
I'll be right back.
Gotcha. Alright, I'll put that mark on there. A little bit of skeletons following him around. We got a couple of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Some rats sprinting at you. And Udar, you are now up.
Can I go around? Can I go here? I'm gonna go right here.
There's a rock in the river if you want to attempt to make that jump, Udar.
That's athletics, right?
I mean, it's up to you. Like, I'm just noticing the terrain. That's all.
That's a very nice rock, but I think I'm gonna stay here.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna just go and attack. I got a 13.
Is that for the rats? That
Yeah.
will hit.
He's throwing it.
All right. Oh, I'm level. Okay, cool. 10.
Okay, alright. As your battle axe comes swinging down, you crush the last of the rats, who are now dead.
Yes.
How long has it been since we started going over the mountain?
It's been about, since you started going over the mountain itself?
Yeah, once we got over, because how long has it been since I entered my wild shape?
How long does wild shape last for?
An hour.
You've probably run out of it at this point.
Even after that short-ish conversation we had? I figured that was like 20 minutes.
I'd figured he'd have 10 minutes left.
Alright, I'll give him the 10 minutes.
Nice.
Wait, actually, high or low?
Let's go low.
Alright.
It's always low.
Okay, yes, you do have the 10 minutes.
Nice.
10 minutes for what?
Wild shape left.
Oh, okay. I'm making spaghetti.
Nice.
Can I have some?
No.
Alright, Udar, I'm assuming that's it for you?
Oh, nah, I'm gonna move up. 1, 2. I think I moved like 2 tiles. So 1, 2.
2 tiles is correct.
3, 4. I'm gonna box him in.
Alrighty, Zalea, you're up.
All right, just give me 1 sec. Oh, almost. Wait.
Is my turn coming up?
Almost.
I think we
In-
should stay a
after-
little close.
You have
After-
three,
Also-
you have 3 people
yeah.
at each.
I'm really
Alright,
sorry about
Alright.
this. I'm really sorry about this, Zalea. I know this is going to affect your turn for sure, but I'm noticing that this is not enough. So, behind you, you hear a gurgling as a big old lizardy basilisk comes jumping out of the water behind you.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll
Alright.
1v1 him. It's fine.
1v1. That's
Do
probably
it.
the plan. Is there be an image on the map? Ooh, right over there. Oh god, a basilisk. I just remembered what that was. That's kind of terrifying.
Is that the thing from Harry Potter?
How's the tree reacting to all this? Is he just kind of disassociating?
You see him slowly move into the water as his roots sink deep into the wet soil. He's got something of a contemplative smile on his face as he says to himself, "Oh yeah, I haven't seen a good fight in a good long while. This is gonna be fun."
I asked him to inform the forest that there's a chance at peace. Is he gonna do that?
I don't work for them. I work for Ariel.
I
You
get
see a
that.
dead tree?
Like he can't like send a message though. Like that's all he is.
I'm what you might call a tree trader.
He's committed
Alright.
treason.
They gave him the axe.
You know, if I
Alright.
was able
Alright,
to give
alright,
out
hold up.
inspiration as a player, I'd give out inspiration for that.
Zalea, you're up.
Thank you.
Alright. Zaya will just look up to Dylan up on the cliff. Might want to back me up on this one. No, these things are tough, as she will enter her Infernal Might transformation. As you see her wreathed in ethereal pink flames as she grows to large size. I think you'll probably have to do that, Matt.
I also should probably be large size, because I'm a large spider.
Wait, why aren't my
And
sound
she-
effects playing? There we go.
Then I will come right up to him here, and I will attempt thwap.
Sweat.
Alright.
Hey, shut up. Sorry.
I'm guessing an 8 will miss.
An 8 will miss.
Alrighty.
But just barely, to be honest.
And then I will action surge and do that again.
Alrighty.
Right.
Spiders!
Kill it. Apologies. 12.
That does hit.
All right, and as it hits, these these change made of arcane fire will come out of the ground and attempt to restrain it, as I'll need it to make me a DC 13 strength save, and it'll take 11 slashing and 9 points of fire.
Alright, here comes the strength save. Also, is this save or suck?
This is so the damage is guaranteed, but yeah.
Okay, the fiery shackles are on all 4 of its limbs as it sinks in 20 damage.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, and you said they're restrained now, correct?
Correct. They'll get to make another save at the end of the turn.
Alrighty, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. As the swarm of rats comes swimming across the water, it jumps behind all of you, ready to attack on its next turn. The shambling mound as well has how much movement speed? Let's find out,
It's
shall
currently
we?
restrained, so it's not going to be moving anywhere until it tries to break free.
That is correct. That is correct. Which it's going to try and free itself.
Which takes its whole action. It is now free.
Oh yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. As it sort of like shambles its way across the bridge. But it can't dash because it already uses action, so shit. Slowly making its way over towards you. Dylan, you are up.
Joe, I just asked for my help, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so, would I have to make athletics checks to like, run down the mountain?
You would, yes. And that would be a bonus
Okay.
action at this rate.
It's a mountain.
It's more
Oh,
like
never
a
mind,
it's
then
more
I
like
don't
a
even have to.
20, 30 foot cliff.
I don't even have to do that.
Isn't pistols range 30 and 90?
I thought it was 40, 60.
It's 30, 90.
God damn it. I could just move 10 feet, no, honestly. Like, boom. Damn it. Hang on. Boom. Should I still make an athletics check?
Athletics.
3090 is pistol. I just double checked it, and yes, let me see in athletics.
I don't think I'm very good at that.
Could he use acrobatics?
He could.
Let's go. 23.
You're
And-
easily able to scale down the mountain, doing a couple of somersaults and backflips.
And I'm gonna shoot him.
In the middle of a backflip, you shoot.
24.
All right.
Oh.
Boom. You're able to shoot him. Let's see the damage.
Yeah, that is sneak attack damage.
Because
so
you
that
were
is
within 5 feet of
17.
an opponent. Yes, that's 12 damage sunken into the basilisk. Plus, oh wait, no, you have advantage because it's restrained.
Oh,
So you get 17 plus 3. That's 24 damage. 24 damage. Holy shit.
yeah, I do a lot of damage. I'm a rogue.
Nice. Rogue.
I'm a rogue with a gun. What did you expect?
Natural
You
20.
can do it.
Hackthorn, you just saw a bunch of rats climb out of the water. It's also your turn.
So, Zyla, you got that basket down there?
I'd like to believe so. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. I'm going to. Gonna move here and attack the back of it. That thing.
Advantage. Flanking. That's it. Alright, that is a fantastic smash that you could do on all these rats, but they are not dead yet.
And I only moved what from here to here. So
About
that's
15
10
feet at max.
Okay, so. And I'll move here and take that opportunity attack.
Okay, the swarm is technically more than half right now, so here we go. The 8 will miss.
And bonus action, Shield of Faith on myself.
Alrighty, I'll put a little shield on you. Never mind, it's acting weird, so I'll just remember it. Meanwhile, the restrained basilisk is quite upset. Does he get to make his save at the start or end of his turn,
End.
Zelaya? End. Okay. Okay, instead he looks at you. He looks at you deeply. Is it love? No, it's petrifying. That's what it is. Zelaya, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm so petrified by you. Shit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wouldn't the save be on Zelaya's turn? At the beginning of her turn?
Nope.
Mm.
But they can try it at
Okay.
the end of their next turn.
I should have come to help you.
Zelaya feels a stony presence creep out from her eye sockets to the rest of their form as they're
Oh,
stuck
am I
in
just-
place.
Am I just petrified?
No, you're restrained at the moment. You're petrified if you fail the next save.
He meant
Got it.
he meant more in the terms of my description, and also yes.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Sorry.
I have a question.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Now that you're like restrained or whatever, is the basilisk still restrained?
It gets to make another save at the end of this turn. This is my flame sigil, so I don't need concentration.
All
Oh,
that is
just like it's-
correct, and I believe it's a
Okay.
strength save. Yes,
Correct.
I have a question.
they
A
are
creature
still
that
restrained.
isn't surprised can avert its eyes to avoid the saving throw at the start of its turn. Does that mean he could take a chance to avert his eyes by looking away from it, but meaning he can't see it until the start of his next turn?
All
believe
this
we
is
have a
very
very
complicated. We're just going to keep moving forward.
Okay.
I've never really understand why the petrifying gaze is so complicated.
Shepard, you are up.
Wonderful. There's this guy behind me.
Yes, a swarm of rats that are pretty smashed up.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and I'm going to make a bite attack on him, which is just a d20 plus 5, 18. Does that hit?
18's a hit.
Okay, I need them to make a Constitution save.
Constitution save and throw.
When you said that you were gonna
It's a
bite
12.
them, I forgot that you were a
They
spider.
succeed, so they take half my poison damage. So they take this much piercing, and this much, and 2 poison damage, so 9 damage.
Ooh, hold up a second. I just realized I've made something called a mistake. They've got some damage resistances I didn't realize. Okay, so the 7 damage doesn't do as much damage as you were hoping it would, but the 4 poison damage does just as much as you were expecting.
Okay.
We're not going to retcon the other death of the rats, but we're going to keep moving forward. Is there anything else you want to do, Shepard?
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my mutation points to turn my attacks magical. And then that'll be the end of my turn. Just in case that's the reason.
Udar,
Alright.
you are not hit. Mr. T, you are up.
Still within range. Okay. Then Mr. T is going to throw another 2 javelins at the creature up there. Only one has to hit to continue to keep the ancestral protection on it.
Alright. And how much is the ancestral damage again?
It's no damage. They just had disadvantage attacking anything that is not me. And thing. And when it attacks a target that's not me, the creature has resistance to the damage dealt by that attack. So.
Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna move up to these rats and hit them with my bonus.
Alright, you will take an opportunity attack as you walk away from the other set of rats.
Well, yeah, I forgot about that.
For a whole whopping 2 piercing damage. Which gets turned to 1 because you're raging currently. Also, your attack does hit. You roll damage. Okay, the rage damage is at its fullness, but the bludgeoning less so, meaning you only deal 6 damage.
Okay, I'll deal with that. That's fine. I still squashed a couple of them.
There you go. Udar, you're up.
Alright. Let's see. So these rats are still alive? They're
Yes.
still breathing?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting phrasing, but okay.
We can't let that remain. These rats, they spread disease. They're icky. They eat all the sugar in the cabinets.
Man, I'm really glad Graz isn't here.
Who's Graz?
A bloody warrior.
I got a 9.
That is just barely a miss, I'm sorry.
Alright, whatever. Alright, so he just probably just stays here. There's not yeah, I'm done.
Okay. While he doesn't currently seem like a threat, once the Shambling Mound gets here, we might have trouble. Zalea, you have a save to make.
Alright. Con again.
That's correct.
Alright, let's hope it goes a bit better. A little bit better.
Alright. Give me a quick high or low.
High.
Mm.
Down.
Alright, damn. That was going to decide if you went first or last with the save. But that is at the end of your turn. You can still move if you'd like, but you can't take actions.
Well, can't take actions, but I can move.
That's most of me flavoring, not rules. This is FYI.
Let me check something real quick. It's not an attack, so yeah, it's not that, so I can't do that.
While you're deciding, I have a question for you, Matt.
Yes.
So would climbing down this next rock face be a bonus action? Because I was thinking about shifting next turn.
Before I answer that, let me make it clear. Zalea, I just reread the description. You actually are able to make your turn since you succeed on that save. Dylan, about jumping down the rocks. Jumping down rocks is at least a bonus action in order to do so, but considering You've already succeeded with a nat 20. I'm going to let it slide in this case. Zalea, it is your turn, and you do have actions. I reread it, and you do have actions. That's rules as
All right.
written.
Does that include my bonus action?
Yes.
Cool, cool. I'm gonna hit this thing again. Making sure I'm doing it right, because I have way too many of these. First attack. That'll be a 19.
Let's see damage.
Alright, that'll be 14 points of slashing.
All right.
Using my polearm feat, I will use the back of my halberd to strike it on the head as I perform another attack.
All right. Your strike is clean and true. Roll damage as it dies at the end of your blade, falling back into the river and falling downstream.
Alright, and do I still get my movement, or am I still kind of stuck?
You get movement.
Cool, cool. That went way better than I thought it would. I will go here, and that'll be my turn.
Jesus Christ. All right. What I thought would be a good challenge is turning out to be less of one, which is, I'll deal with that. Meanwhile,
Another shambling mound.
No, yeah, I was going to say.
Suddenly, 7 trees.
That's a miss. The shambling
4.
mound, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He gets up to Udar and he just like, I'm hungry. And Dylan is up.
Alright, so since you said I gotta do it for free this turn, that's running, I'm gonna shift while I'm running towards this guy who Dylan does not know isn't an enemy. And I'm gonna move here. And so, should I ping shifting for you?
Say that one more time?
Should I ping my shifting ability for you?
Please do.
Oh, I have so many temporary HP this game.
Temporary
So-
HP normally doesn't stack by rules as written.
Oh, they
I'm
don't?
not sure if that's how Matt's running it though.
Oh, okay. Because if it did, I would currently have 17 temporary HP.
Jesus. Okay, you have your 17 HP, and you are, you're there. Do you want to do anything else with your action now that you've used your bonus action?
Hang on, I'm adding my 5 more HP.
You were here, right?
Yeah.
If you move another 5 feet, you get advantage. Not advantage, you could sneak attack on the guy.
Anyways. So yeah, I'm sneak attacking him now because I'm shooting the tree man because I don't know that he isn't the enemy.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
And then, is there anything I could do to give myself advantage?
Would you
I
need
cannot.
advantage?
No, but it'd be fun to have.
You're not getting it, but you did hit.
That's 15.
Okay. As you shoot deep into its face cavity, destroying what was left of its nose, it gives out a shout. Hi! Why? I hate you now!
Are you not a bad guy?
how'd you get sneak attack?
I am now, you son of a bitch! Also, yes, you would only get the 5 damage, just to be clear.
No, he would get sneak attack due to his subclass if he moves at least 20 feet in his turn.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Fair,
really good.
I guess. But, alrighty, let me just roll initiative for this partner.
Let's
Are
I
you
was like,
gonna
the
have-
Magisalia turns around and see he shot the tree, and she's like, "Why'd you do that?"
July, go away. We're having a cowboy battle.
Free!
You're lucky Mr. T's otherwise engaged.
The tree has a cowboy hat. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna get you for this.
And that's the day O'Connor died.
That hits. I have 42 health though.
That was 16 piercing damage as the tree rockets its entire branch at you.
It still
What,
has
did I get impaled?
your temporary hit points deflected off like a shield.
Ba-bing!
I have.
mean, only
I have
deflect
one
about half
temporary
of
hit
it.
point left.
Well, he has like apparently 17 temporary hit points.
Yeah, I
So,
now have one temporary hit point, and so what's 42 minus 16?
All you have to
32,
do is click on your
28,
token, and then
25.
okay. All you have to do though in the future is click on your token. And you'll see the green circle with 42 or another number in it. You click on that, and if you put a minus and the number of damage you're dealing, in this case 16, it does the math for you.
Like that.
Okay.
Okay,
Or you
and
don't want any help?
Nah, I got it. I say with a branch through my chest.
Well,
Hackthorn,
don't
you
say
are
I
now
didn't
up.
offer to help.
Is Dylan shooting an ally again?
My turn, yeah.
That's correct.
It's a tree, so take that as you will.
Gonna move forward. I'm going to use what's it called? Vow of Enmity. And then Great Axe Strike. Does a 25 hit?
No. Yes,
Damn.
it does. It definitely hits.
Can I apply Garfield's Favor as well?
You can.
Nice.
Fighting.
Those who are true followers of
Maybe
Garfield
then-
get to roll a d6 of fire damage.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
This nerd's gonna have a bunch of health.
That is 25 sunken into the beast, which groans with a creaking, crunching noise.
I have a question. I have great weapon fighting. It allows me to re-roll ones and twos on damage attacks. Would that apply to the Divine Smite?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say no as well.
Oh shit! I could have
Unfortunately.
used my reaction to dodge.
Garfield
Actually,
propaganda.
you
Not
know what?
propaganda, it's real.
You know what? High or low, Hackthorn?
You're echoing again.
Low.
I'm echoing. No, you're echoing.
It's always low. Never mind.
I'm sorry, but it doesn't work.
That's fine.
I asked the same question before. Because I'm also a paladin.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Udar. Sometimes people overlap over each other and I miss things. My bad.
Oh shit! I'm immune to advantage.
What?
You're immune to advantage?
Oh, that's his racial. That's part of his race.
Yeah, now that I'm shifted, he cannot roll with advantage on me.
Nice.
I'm going to
Hello,
definitely have to
person?
double check your character.
Hi,
What
Gerald.
Highway Rider Rogue.
Highway Rider Rogue.
Is that the Grim Dart? Is that like the Grim Hollow one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hmm. No wonder
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that's my
recognize it. In any case, Shepard, you are up.
Oh, it's me again. I have how many mutation points? I should have 2. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I have 2. I'm going to burn Okay, real quick. I need to how far do I need to move?
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Okay, I'm going to could I Yeah, I'm going to climb up this along this wall to here. I'll take the opportunity attack. Matt? Is Matt the one you left?
No, Avril joined so he could listen in.
Oh no, Matt's currently glitching, it looks like.
I'm here. What are you talking about?
Oh, opportunity attack.
Okie dokie.
I don't think so, Dylan. Tyler.
Oh yeah, no, because I already shifted. Never mind then. Because the only reason I shot the tree was because there wasn't anything else I could do.
Alright, so I take 2 piercing damage.
That's correct.
That's fine. I then have to. What am I gonna do? Okay, I'm going to burn another first level spell slot. And as my bonus action. No, second level spell slot. So I have 4 left. So I have 4 mutation points. I'm going to spend them all to give myself multi-attack. I'm running low on spell slots, and then I'm going to make 2 bite attacks against the Shambling Mound.
Okie dokie.
And
Gonna be all like.
wait, could I get advantage from where I was?
Are you flanking?
I could get advantage. I would have advantage here, right? Because I'm technically a large creature. If I moved here, I'd have advantage because I'd also be here.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so d20 plus 5. That's a 23 for the first hit.
Hit.
And a
Hit.
19 for the second hit. Okay. I also need to make 2 con saves. DC 11.
You're saying the Shambling Mound needs to make con saves, correct?
2 con saves, yes.
Con.
Okay, it succeeds both of them, so it takes half the poison. 2d8 plus 6 plus 4d8. The final, oh god, I wish I didn't do this. The 10, that's 8. The 10 poison damage along with 5 plus 6.
Oh wait, Matt.
21 damage.
Okie dokie.
All magical.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does shifting apply to your lycanthropy rules? Because if so, I resisted all that damage.
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Because shifting is its own thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like saying a doppelganger should also have resistance to all non-magical bludgeoning, slashing, piercing damage. Absolutely not.
Alright. I just thought it was a thing. So.
And then... Well, I'm now standing on a wall, so... Could you increase my token size to... No, that's fine. Standing on a wall.
Hello, big wall person. The rats are gonna kind of shimmy against the wall here, so they have advantage against you, Udar. I'm sorry, but it's the only chance they have to actually hit something and do any damage. And they still miss. So, good for you, rats. Mr. T, you've got some rats next to you.
I do. So I'm going to move here, so I can hopefully hit this thing. So I'm hitting
21
up
hits.
the big guy. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to roll the second one.
It's all good. 10 damage sinks into the big boyo.
And then I'm gonna hit the rat.
That misses.
They scurry around the hammer as it comes down. Damn things. Okay, well, he still has the ancestral protectors. So that's what I was aiming for there, keeping that ancestral protectors.
Okie dokie. Udar, you're up.
I move around the plant in order to inspect it and strike it from behind.
Okay. The rats had a turn in between, so you are going to get bit along the way.
I don't care.
And by that, I mean you're not going to get bit, and you also attack at advantage, so let's see what you've got.
Prepare yourself. 25!
Ooh! Let's go!
Did you prepare yourself?
Yes. Alright, let's see.
Divine Smite.
Smite.
Oh, wait, I have one more
you
left.
guys want entertainment. You guys want a smite.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go smite that too. 2d8. Ooh, that's nice. All right, so 22 plus 14. What is that?
That's 36.
36 damage.
Jesus Christ. Next time I'm throwing 4 shambling mounts against you, alright? But yes, you explode the damage into the creature. It roars out in pain, but it's not dead, although it is not in great shape anymore.
It will be soon.
Zalea, you are up. Dylan has just angered a tree, and the shambling mound just got its shit wrecked.
All right, I don't know if you want me to try and do an insight check, but how murderous is this tree looking?
You know what? Give me an insight check.
Don't worry about it. I'll be
Let's have you
fine.
roll.
Insight check.
I can probably outrun him.
How can you tell if a tree is murderous? It's just a tree, after all.
That's fair enough. Well, Zalia isn't much one for duels, so she's just gonna rush in with her roaring large woman voice. She's just gonna go, "You two, break it up!" And she's just gonna attempt to shove the tree into the river.
All right, let's see an athletics check versus his
Like
athletics.
shoving this tree
acrobatics?
into the water. I don't know why.
That was my idea.
If he's currently like,
It's a
pierced
good
me, wouldn't
idea.
that shove
too.
me in
Alright.
too?
I'll have advantage because of my infernal might.
I'm okay with that. You have to be to 17, though.
All right, let's see if I can do it.
Easy.
You can.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can.
All right. You can shove the tree the rest of your movement in any direction, essentially. You want to shove it all the way into the water?
Yes, all as far as I can get it.
Woo! As you bash the thing into the stream itself, you hear it fly backwards and shells. Yo, out of town folks always suck! As he splashes into the water and starts to fall downstream, rolling over each other. A chuckle seems to pop out from the bubbles as if Ariel enjoyed watching that.
I'm gonna go help the others. Don't get any more shit while I'm gone, and then I'm going to end my turn there, as I think that was all my movement.
Ariel's a meanie. She's a meanie.
Got some rats coming and dealing, 11 damage to Hackthorn, who is not currently raging because he's not a barbarian. So that's 11 damage for you, Hackthorn.
Is this
Damn.
AC higher than 13? Oh, he has advantage.
20.
He has advantage with flanks. And the shambling mound's like,
Um,
Grr. I know I can't actually speak because I'm just a man, but I know that you're looking at me funny, so I'm gonna eat you, big guy, because you look hungry. I'm hungry. Shut up. I'm eating you. I missed my first attack, but that was just a slam. Let me try again. By that I mean I slam again. Damn it. I'm worthless.
I'm just imagining if anyone here had detect thoughts activated, this is all we'd hear.
You gonna die. You gonna die.
well, that's 2 bad rolls. Oh my god, that was a 2 and then a 6. Wow, okay. Dylan,
I don't think it's that the counter wasn't hard. I think you're just rolling bad.
You know what? I am today, but you asked this team, and I am a master of rolling nat 20s at the worst times.
No, like,
We're
no.
rolling a lot of nat 20s today.
If he had attacked me, they would have been nat 20s, guaranteed.
Was it attacking you?
it depends on
No,
who
not me.
you are.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna bonus action, or like cunning action to use my bonus action to dash to there. So it was like there, I think.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna take all the glory and shoot this guy.
You know you have 30 movement speed, right?
Yeah, but I dash as my bonus action.
Oh, yeah. I thought, for some reason, never
Let
mind,
me-
ignore me.
It's all good.
I'm tired.
It's all
and
good.
then since I move more than 20 feet, I get sneak attack on this.
Also, you have allies within 5 feet,
Yeah, so he's getting shot at.
and you are missing said shots.
Yeah, so I just like shoot 2 shots into the dirt. Or 1 shot, but still.
Dance.
Dance, monkey, dance.
And I believe that is going to be my turn, except I'm gonna add a little bit of extra movement, so I wanted to move.
Okay. As you make your movement, the Ent, falling downstream, attempts to grab onto the shoreline.
Can he do it?
Ooh, he does. As his body swings up against the rocks, you hear the equivalent of a tree's cough, which sounds like twig snapping as he shouts out, I'm sick of y'all's business. I'm going back to the woods. Fuck off, Ariel. I'm tired.
Goddess just smites him.
I was gonna chase after him. Or on
Alright.
my next turn, at least.
Feel free to
gonna
do
be
so on your turn, but in the
Lyle
meantime...
just look at you as you hear that. You see the glance of just don't you dare.
Shepard also turns his spider body glance at you, just like, I will eat you.
Give him pouch.
Your old friend and your old friend the spider boy, your new friend the demoness, the demon chick. They're just like, stop.
And whichever way you slice it, the bread comes out as being Hackthorn's turn.
I'm gonna lay another
Better
great axe.
believe it.
I have advantage from 2 different means, so
That is correct.
20 hit.
That is
And
true.
I'm smiting this as well. Wait, no, didn't we click that? There we go.
Damn, alrighty. So, 18 more damage ricochets into the shambling mound, and he goes all, ow, that hurts, but he's not dead either.
Just die!
Oh, I could not have killed him then.
Just die!
Alright, if that's your turn, that's going to be the giant spider's turn next. Shepard.
Once again, I'm gonna multi-attack this boy. Still with advantage.
Yeah.
I don't think 13 hits, but I'm pretty certain the 24 hits.
The 24 does.
Okay. Another con save.
Ha 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 ha. Foolish being, my con saves can never be overdone. I am the strongest of constitution savers. Oh, it was true actually this time.
4 damage. I've also been forgetting to roll a d6 to see if my web attack comes back. It doesn't.
Alright, so did you mean they take half the 9 then? Because
Yeah, they take half the 9. Half
Alrighty.
the 9 and full 10, so 14.
Okay, the shambling mound takes that smash and is in very bad shape. You see it kind of looking left and right like, shit, where's stage right? Where's the exit?
And then, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, the rats are in a complete panic and attempt to just do as much damage to Hackthorn as humanly possible before everything goes to shit.
Second one doesn't hit, and I'm going to stone skin the 8 damage.
Alright, let's see your D12, I believe it is.
Ooh.
Wow!
Nice!
Well done. As you soak up all of the rat's bite damage, Mr. T has his turn begin.
Mr. T, I'm assuming, notices how bad this thing's looking. Just wails on it.
Okay, 2 of those hit. Let's see damage.
On the quarterstaff, he's gonna yell, bless me, Garfield.
Okay, and as you cut and slam your weapon into this beast, you hear it give out a final death rattle, which sounds more like this. And its very form crashes into the earth and
And burns.
folds away and burns to cinders as you kill the shambling mound. It isn't long after this
Cinder
happened that the
Cove.
rats, working as a team, suddenly realize what's happening and scatter in every directions, fleeing the scene.
Make your attacks opportunity.
Oh, I can get an attack of opportunity?
I mean, feel free. Yes.
Oh yeah. Die, rats, die.
Fuck them kids.
I would like
That's
to
not
harvest
radiant.
the dead rats.
That's only 11.
You slaughtered the rest of the rats as they went screaming away from you in pain.
I would
We're out
like
of
to collect
initiative.
a bag of
Is
dead
that tree
rats.
down there just running away?
The tree is down the running way. Udar, what were you saying?
I want the dead rats. I want them.
What do you mean you want the dead rats?
You heard me. I want the dead. I want a bag of dead rats.
You know, I guess it comes to... also, real quick, you know, congratulations, you won the fight. Good for everybody here. Again, I hear the phrase, I want the dead rats, and my brain can only respond with, okay.
So how many dead rats did I get?
You got 89 dead rats.
good. I have 89 dead rats.
Is that Shepard doing this?
No.
That's Udar.
Udar is just like shoveling rats into a bag.
Udo, please.
Oh no.
Udo,
no,
please
no.
stop. Come on.
I'll have you know. These rats, they taste like chicken.
Why would you know what the rats taste like?
Do not feed
Why
me
do you
rat.
think?
Why are you eating rats? I mean, I
Please
eat
stop.
rats.
You have a vote. And then I'm just gonna walk away.
Rats
Like,
are
please
like
tell me
land lobsters. You eat lobster?
They're nothing
No.
like land lobsters.
They're exactly like
Spiders
land
are more
lobsters.
like land lobsters. Do you eat
People-
spiders?
So,
You say yes to that, and I will kill you.
You know, I have.
Well, I don't actually care much. I'm going to crawl into the ground and wild shit back to my human form, or my electric form.
It's not like I eat them as a delicacy. It happened one time, and you know, I almost accidentally ate a bird. So
Ben, you said Zelaya is 11 feet.
Yeah, probably about 11 foot tall when
That's
she's
currently or normal.
currently. She hasn't come out of the form yet.
Okay, like how tall is she? Like when she's not like this.
Like 5'8", and then her horns are probably like 6'4".
Okay, Dylan is 5'2", so this is gonna make what I'm about to say funny. So Dylan like walks up to you like holding his belt with like normal cowboys do, and he goes, "I appreciate your help, little lady."
No, Dylan, what are you doing?
Zalia's just gonna
I'm
start
making
returning
friends.
to normal size. Then she's just gonna walk up to you and flick you on the brow. You didn't have to attack the tree, you know.
I thought he was one of the bad guys.
Was he hurting anyone? Dylan, come on. Use your brain.
Well, what?
Never mind. Skipper just walks off. Also, Matt, could you decrease token size?
Yeah.
I can indeed.
My mom's telling me to be right back.
Okay.
So now we're gonna talk to what's her name again, right?
Yeah, Mr. T is gonna yell out for her to show herself.
Show yourself, fiend.
Ariel, we defeated your champion. Can we now talk?
It wasn't that hard of a fight, gotta be honest.
Don't rub it in, please. Don't rub it in. I've seen what these gods can do. I only want to deal with Garfield these days.
They are petty.
I'm back.
All right. As you speak out into the void of this area, the waters swirl once more like before. And then... Hold up a second.
Hello.
Wasteland ready?
We killed it.
Mm.
We killed it.
Yes, I saw that. It was quite impressive. That mound. I said was mine, but I've only been holding it down all this time. It blocks the bridge from things I don't like, but given the chance, it would be free from my might. Thank you for the kill and the show to boot. I especially loved how the tree was shoved into the stream.
Didn't have much of a choice, unfortunately, but I suppose it was somewhat entertaining.
All this being said, I've underestimated all of this crew. Ever since Garfield arrived and I fought the first wave of you, I thought it'd be a simple matter of charging up my water bases and releasing them upon your rocks, flooding the volcanic lands. But no, you will be a challenge I may not overcome on my own. And with the force behind you, it would seem the talks of balance are more than appropriate. Give me a few days' time, and I shall meet you at the point where the lava meets stone. Bring a member of the forest so we may all speak and atone.
This is gonna seem really weird, but can we have a scale from your current form to give to the forest to prove that everyone is now on the level?
Yes.
You forced us to fight that guy.
Basically, yes.
It was a test, yes. Also,
I dig out my gun.
No, this is a bad
No,
idea. Damn it.
No.
I'm kidding. I don't
O'Connor,
actually do that. I
O'Connor.
don't actually do that. No.
Okay.
Everyone's like, nope, stop.
Mr. T, persuasion advantage, please.
Thank you for the advantage. I'm probably gonna need it. Whew.
The water being narrows its eyes at you slightly. Why do you need a scale of mine exactly?
The forest sent us here for one. I figured if we come back with
wood.
y'all both would. Okay, let's be honest here. If these sides were reversed, you'd be asking for a tree limb from the tree itself.
And what shall you do with my scale?
I don't know. The forest wants us to put it inside the stone house we're using, but I don't know if I want to do that.
Why not? You could just frame it.
I don't want the house to absorb it necessarily.
The
The
house can
forest
absorb
seemed
things?
to vaguely, yes.
If I give my gun, does it grow turrets?
I guess you'd have to talk
Easily?
mad about
Question
doing
mark?
that. Mr. T keeps giving it like dragon scales and ogre hides and stuff, so
The water priestess slowly peels off a section of its side, making it into a fish scale the color of a rainbow, but most of the colors are blue tinged to a certain degree. Before it hands it to you, it turns back, making strong eye contact with each member of the party.
I want to challenge it to a staring contest.
I will avert my eyes from the pistol who stares. Their being makes me fear and be confused a bit. But for all of you, hear this. I give you my scale, which you must have on you when you speak with the forest or whoever their talking mouth is today. I need to know I won't be walking into a trap with a being of the woods. After which, the scale is yours to do with as you may, except that you may not burn it in Garfield's volcanic world.
This displeases me.
I'm gonna like step up onto this rock and go, you guys have to deal, little lady, and I put my hand out for a handshake.
dear.
Is this thing technically a lady?
So
The
it's
interplay.
this.
The being of elemental water sees your hand stretched out and places places their scale into your open hand. Can you grab this? Why would you hold your hand out sideways?
You're supposed to shake it, and it solidifies the deal.
Mr. T
Ugh.
takes that from him, so he can go back to trying to give a handshake.
I do not want to taste your hand. Just have this scale and be gone with you, strange being of customs I don't understand.
I don't understand them, and I've known him for a few years.
I've explained handshaking to you so many times.
I know what handshaking is, but I don't understand the rest of your odd customs.
I do jazz hands. Do you mean this? And start, just shaking my hands.
Yes, exactly, and I do it too.
Jazz hands.
Jazz
Everyone
hands.
knows jazz hands, you idiots.
Anyway, I harvest from the mount.
Harvest from the mount?
The mound.
Oh, that's very
Are we-
different.
Are we gonna harvest everything now? Can I help?
Sure, in 1 second. Okay, so now that you have the scale in your hand, Dylan, the water being slowly sinks back into the sea. This is an interesting future we're about to walk into. In any case, I'm interested to hear what the forest has to say about peace. As she quietly chuckles and laughs, sinking into the waters below, disappearing.
Bye.
Dylan, I'm gonna have to insist I take the scale.
But it's
Agreed.
mine.
Yes, but Mr. T did suggest diplomacy.
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
Yep, Dylan. Shepard is going to also try to help with the mound.
Well, that went a
Is it
lot better than I thought it would.
Shepard, nature survival check.
I'm gonna make survival because I'm great at those. 25.
Wow. Okay. So,
I have
Udar,
extra-
you cut and slash your way into the greenery, eventually finding enough trinkets worth about 9 pieces of gold. Meanwhile, Shepard, your search has yielded you a very sweetly scented herb located somewhere in the center of this mass, which, if eaten, would be the equivalent of a lesser healing potion.
Anything else or just the herb?
Just that. I'm
Alright.
very hesitant to give out things.
Fair enough. I'm going
Is
to
the mask of water?
store the herb somewhere amongst all the other pieces of greenery and plants on my body.
Dylan
Oh,
is
sorry. You
gonna
also
go-
found 24 pieces of gold. You don't have to. Neither you nor Udar needs to tell the group you found any of this gold.
I found 24 pieces of gold.
Yes, you independently.
Nice. Pocket the gold along with the herb and then
Does
turn
Mr.
away.
T rock, paper, scissors me for it?
Dylan, this is not a game. You're holding literally the balance of an entire island in your hand. And you attacked a friendly earlier.
Dylan, could you kindly give the kind man the scale?
At worst, it's an artifact of power.
Meanwhile, Zalea has stood back for most of these peace talks. Is that because they wanted to chase after the tree, perhaps?
I want to take the tree. Alright,
no.
I'm gonna give them
Hold
might
on a
go get
second,
that
Hemp.
tree.
Hold on a second.
I might go get
Sorry.
that lizard though.
Sorry.
I didn't kill it I didn't almost get turned into a damn statue for nothing.
I was
okay.
going down here to get it.
Alright,
Back.
Zalea, you've jumped into a heavy stream flow. Please roll me an athletics check.
All right, athletics. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. 23.
Ooh, alright. As you have a beautiful, easy 7 out of 10 at the Olympics dive into the water, you're able to pull back the heavy form of the lizard, tossing it onto shore.
Do any of you know how to cut up this damn thing? I'm not exactly great at that.
Effort's
I
walking
will.
down like, I could probably help.
If you cut it
Animals
up,
are
I'll let you
kind of
half.
Animals are kind of my thing.
At
Well, if you
least
cut it up, you can
I-
have half.
Would anyone else like to jump in, or may I?
I'll help you.
Alright. So,
Okay.
survival or nature again?
The survival or nature. Also, I just want to make a quick note. I had heard about a rule. I don't know if this is an official rule or a homebrew rule that you can only give assistance, aka advantage, if you are also proficient with the skill. Is this an official or homebrew rule?
I
think it's homebrew.
that's a homebrew.
Okay.
But I like it.
I like it a lot, but we're not doing it effectively right now. But I just was curious because I read
Would I
about
have
that today.
advantage for this because Hawkthorn's helping me?
Yes, in this case you do. Wow.
I rolled a 2 and I rolled a 3 and a 1.
All right. Okay. Oh, thank God that went from no copyright to no copyright with autoplay. I put on a 2-hour playlist of music, and it just switched to a new playlist for the last 20 minutes. I haven't noticed, and thank God it's also no copyright. All right. As you slash your way into the lizard, you find its gizzard, and a couple of other tasty and smelly-looking organs. You're gonna have a very nice feast tonight. But seeing as it's a lizard, there's no loose gold you could find from things it's eaten with time.
Is that a poison sack?
There was a poison sac until you pierced it a bit, and then it kind of leaked out everywhere. You had advantage, so I said it is 13. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's regrettable. Well, would you
Did you
like
get
the
any-
organs?
Were we able to get the skin out of it or no?
High or low?
Low. Damn.
Unfortunately, no. The stream it bashed up against a couple of rocks, and the skin's too bruised to be tanned at this point.
You know, you can keep the gizzard. I'll just hope to get better results next time.
Well, I don't want the gizzard either.
Well, then you shouldn't have popped that poison sac.
It wasn't intentional.
I
Shipper
didn't say
pointed
you did it.
Hawthorne. This guy messed me up. Right here, Dylan. Take it.
Back into the water. How is that messed up?
I'm gonna add a gizzard to my inventory.
Basilisk gizzard. We also have other organs. We could eat basilisk. Not sure if it's safe to eat, but we could.
Probably not, considering we spilled its poison sac all everywhere.
That's only if you're scared of a little poison.
Yeah.
See, Garfield makes me immune to poison.
Oh god, are they proselytizing again?
Oh, they like to do that a lot.
Bless Garfield for the victory this day.
We don't really
All
believe
praise.
it's Garfield that helps.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, Mr. T and me are here, so yes, Garfield did in fact help.
I was gonna do a little interaction with the tree before we left.
Oh, my mistake. Let's pop right back there. You
Alright,
see the
so-
tree slowly shambling away, its roots moving as fast as it can, but with its treetop so heavily weighed down with water and dealing with the previous damage from all your attacks, it's not going very quickly.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my gun and like put it on the ground, and then take out my short sword and put that on the ground too, and then like keep my hands up in the air as I walk up to the tree and go, "Hey, Mr. Twig, was it?
It's Barkus! And what tarnation do you want?
I just wanted to apologize. See, we were in the heat of battle, so I reckoned you were an enemy."
You thought me to be a fighter? Look at me! I can barely run from you, and I'm in the most panicked state I've ever been in my entire life.
Dylan gestures to the hole in his chest.
Well, yeah, you had that coming.
Yeah, but still, you look like a fighter. I bet you could do better. So, just, if you ever want to, maybe, go practice your fighting skills, I would always be obliged to, I don't know, cowboy talk.
You said
I-
obliged. That's very cowboy.
Yeah,
I,
I'd be obliged to do a mighty fine sparring match with you once or twice a month.
And you want to train me, the tree?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
You see its bark darken underneath its eyes. It's a blush, but for trees.
I stick out my hand for a handshake.
You see a tree branch wrap around your entire arm and kind of wiggle it back, forth, and up and down.
Everybody do the wiggle.
I don't know the custom, but I appreciate you in ways I can't describe accurately. I'm happy to come see you one of these days, and maybe I'll even visit my family, Sir Twig, while I'm out there.
Dylan doesn't know he's dead, so I'm not gonna do a gesture to that.
That was for the audience.
Yeah.
I was about to say, but then I say like, oh, well, about that, but then I realized I'm not playing a character that would know he's dead.
Yeah. So Dylan's just gonna be like, maybe I should come here. We don't live in the place that would be best for you.
That works fine for me too, fella. I'm happy to have met you despite all the times you shot me.
I shot you once.
That was more than enough times.
Yes, and I apologize again.
With that, he sort of shambles back halfway into the water, his tree branches dangling in, his roots firmly rest in the soil as sap flows from the gunshot wound downriver.
I would like to cast Find Steed and put a Mastiff here so he has a dog.
I don't know the
gonna stick
mechanics,
for
but
like
I
10
would guess
minutes
that
and
once
do
you're
that.
gone for a certain amount of time or out of sight, it'll go away.
I think it just stays until I tell it to go away or it dies.
Alright,
I
and
will double check.
feel free to ping it, but either way, there is a cute dog sitting next to the shoreline as each of you start to make your way back to Cinder Cove's hideout proper. We're not going to do any rolls along the way, because no more combat's going to erupt at this point, but you do climb over the mountains and make it back to your base. It isn't more than a few seconds after popping in that the tree branches for the tea leaves over here again swish and swirl to form the face of the hag.
Yeah, I've never seen something like that. Well, I probably have. It's just been a while.
I know for a fact we have.
I'm talking
Ooh,
about
I
before I
can
met you.
feel it. I almost felt it on outside the house. You have it, don't you? You've got the scale.
Yes, we managed to acquire the scale.
Good. So you've stolen it from Ariel's altar. That beast of a vile water wench will feel that pain.
No, we didn't steal it.
What?
Yes, she gave it to us.
What?
Yeah, she just handed it to us.
What?
We said please.
We said pretty please.
With a cherry
Yeah.
on top.
With an
And we
axe
beat up
to
a monster.
a champion.
We killed her champion.
Yeah, we
What
killed
did
her
you
champion.
say, Zalia?
We fought a monster. It was a big. If I remember, you all were fighting some big plant thing. I fought a lizard in a big fuck off tree.
He is a very nice tree.
I felt a difference in the green, but I did not think that's because you were fighting the Water Queen. Interesting. So she gave it to you after defeating some of her lesser champions.
Yep, and we're all going to have a meeting here in a few days.
About what?
Have peace talks.
Say again?
Have peace talks.
So we will broker a peace as was before Garfield appeared here?
No, we're gonna broker a different kind of peace. A better one. One that works out for everyone. The bickering on this island needs to end.
Oh. That's a lot to take in.
We killed Fries, we killed her champion, we made Flareon kneel before Garfield. Let us have peace. This island can prosper if we can all come to an agreement.
Well, when you put the proposition like that, that actually could benefit us all. There is a reason that we made peace before now, after all. Fine.
I'm sure we'll learn of that.
I will bring this back to Mother, and we shall come back to speak with you all after. We will break bread with the water monster that flooded our land in years past. And we will speak with Garfield, the contractor with a fiery ass.
All praise.
What kind of description is that?
That's Cinder Cove's ass.
An accurate one. Especially because Garfield sounds like this. I basically mirrored off of a contractor that I used to go to trade shows with. He always sounded assertive, but also like he was faking it just a little bit. Hi, my name is Gregory, and I'm a dickhead. I hate that guy, Gregory. I still do his voice anyways, though.
Did Gregory have a fat ass?
Gregory was just another middle-aged, overweight white man. Just like most of the people at the trade shows I went to for hardware companies.
Should I roll something for friendship bracelets?
No.
Okay, he's gonna go around and pass out a friendship bracelet to everyone except Shepard, who already has one.
Oh, Jesus.
I apologize to Dylan. He's trying to be nice. He's succeeding.
Oh my god.
But he's being nice. He's a nice man. Dylan, you're nice.
Thank you.
Unless somebody else has something to say to this witch, she will fold back into the greenery with a very contemplative look on your face, not having taken the scale, so that's still currently in your possession.
I will say one thing to the hag. You should keep in mind, Green Hag, or whatever you are, even though we did the Earth God's bidding this day, it is not our ruler. Garfield is. You should keep that in mind.
Also, are we getting paid or not?
Do yourself a favor. Rub the scale into the lava, and it shall flow with a material as valuable as gold. Also, yes, I understand that you follow Garfield. I'm more than aware that Garfield somehow keeps summoning all these very overpowered adventurers to his side, and it is of no end of frustration in terms of making a challenge to properly face any of you sons of bitches.
Hey, metagaming.
I'm the DM, I can do what I want, says the witch as she
Explodes into the tree! But no, does anybody have anything else to say to the witch for real?
I think Udar wanted to speak to the hag privately.
Privately? Why don't you roll sneak, Udar, to see if any of your companions notice this question, unless you're okay with them knowing the question is being asked.
I don't want them to know the question.
Then roll sneak!
Then roll sneak!
Good news, everyone!
Sorry, hold on. I gotta roll stealth?
Yeah.
You know I get like zeros, right? I gotta
Now I'm in a cathedral. Also, that is not enough. As you whisper that you'd like to ask a private question, the rest of the group can hear you as if you were speaking like this and not in a whispery tone.
He shouts, I want to speak to you privately.
Does anyone object to Dylan having a private question with the hag?
Dylan.
I mean, Udar.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna walk up here and grab some to eat.
I have now given everybody a friendship bracelet.
Also, if I can't put the scale in the Galava per se, say I was specifically asked to not do that, is there any other form of pay, or am I shit out of luck?
Interesting phrasing. We'll resolve that in just a second. Meanwhile, the green hag's form pops up outside on the tea leaves, and Udar, you're able to walk outside to have a conversation with her.
Yes, what you want?
I heard that you work for the trees.
Yes, yes, I do love working for trees.
There was a Sir Int.
Yes, Sir
Come over
Twig,
here.
you burned him alive in front of his army, yes.
No. It was my partners. Here lies Sir Int. Here
Oh.
lies. Here lies Sir Int and whatever this is, Udar Jr.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had sensed that Sir Twig had left some family behind. I didn't realize they'd look like this.
What will it take to bring him back to life?
Well, you essentially got yourself a Marvel Groot scenario here, where you've regrown him, but his environment, aka nurture, could affect his very nature, which is, nature being his genetic tree code, which all vegetables apparently have DNA. I forget what it's called. I think RNA, perhaps. I forget. Science class was a while ago. Point being, that is Sir Twig, just as an actual Twig this time, growing up, getting big.
Oh. This is Sir Twig?
Apparently you called him Udar Jr., so, I guess that's his new name, but yes, virtually they're the same thing.
Okay. This is awkward. Okay, bye.
Not as awkward as when you burned him in front of his army. Goodbye!
So, what was that about, Udar?
Don't worry about it. None of your
saying
concern.
don't worry about it makes me really worried about it.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. It's sort of
Am
worrying.
I not entitled to privacy?
No, not really.
Udar, you have a really nice voice.
Now, excuse me, but I will be going to tend to my kobolds.
I think that's where you sleep,
you-
correct? I don't think I want to go in there.
Okay, with Udar having his secret conversation, figuring out how his boss-ass kid is able to hang out. Look at those goddamn sunglasses. You know that dude's gonna be cool someday. And now going back to his kobolds, everyone else takes the time to rest up, heal their lost injuries, and just take a moment to breathe and be calm. It isn't long until the hag pops back into the greenery for a moment. Just for a second.
I told the trees of what you wanted us to do, and they were interested in the likes of all of you. Here,
She throws a very shiny stick of gold onto the ground.
we pulled this out of the soil years back. We have no use for it. I assume that you humanoids would take this gold as payment. Apparently, it's equivalent to 20 gold for each of you, so put that on your sheets or whatever other things you do with it. And goodbye.
me.
I am not taking any more questions at this time.
We lace our bed sheets with gold.
I'm gonna split that between everyone.
And again, with all this extra gold in your pocket, 20 for each of you, and also at this time, it's good to remind you that you should add 1 XP to your total XP on your character sheet. Because, new guy, we gain 1 XP per session. There's a leveling chart, I can tell you about it later. But before we go all the way to that, you have a restful moment in the center of the camp. Looking around at everyone relaxing, Zalia, would you stay with this mad group? Or what are your thoughts at the end of an adventure as this?
Your voice.
So
changed.
one, is there a bathhouse, or are we just without a bath?
I do
There's
plan to add a
one-
bathroom to this place in this week. I just ran out of time.
It's next to the lava, so everything just kind of goes into there. We don't have to worry about, removal.
Actually, there was going to be a lava-based sauna, so good eye on you.
Nice.
I was
Oh,
about
good
to
to
say, we
know.
probably do have.
Also, maybe an odd question: is there anywhere but the main sleeping quarters? I keep hearing about these kobolds, and I don't think I want to. I think I want to unhear that.
Don't worry about it.
What
The
was
kobolds
once
don't want you. Oh, sorry.
what was once a single set of bunk beds has now turned into triple bunk beds, and also there will be a prison created next time.
Hmm.
Also,
Dylan's gonna sleep
Mr.
on the couch.
But
Do-
but before you guys say anything, Zalia, so yeah, okay, there will be a space without kobolds being tied up that you can sleep next to.
I would love that if I didn't have to sleep next to the kobolds that I don't want to think about.
Can I roll to further persuade them to my side?
Yes, roll persuasion.
I think one of them was already successful.
Yes,
Yeah,
but they're a tag team duo.
Damn.
You gotta have Happy and Gamer after all.
All right.
Yeah, or else you only get your depressed gamers.
All right. 16.
The Gamer,
Alcohol?
the one who wasn't on board at this point, sort of just turns to you, tired, just sleep in his eyes. Ugh. If you take the ropes off me, sure, I'll help you file your taxes and balance sheets and I don't know, kill when needed. Just please, don't mistreat me and Happy. We just want to be safe.
Are they telling the truth?
You could roll insight just to be sure.
Telling the
You're
truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Holy shit. Oh my god, I just looked in the corner. There's this massive fly. It looks delicious. As your eyes trace it around, you turn back to the kobold who's just finished what they were saying. It's hard to tell what they were thinking because you were barely listening.
All right.
For a
Hmm.
second, I thought you were talking out of game, Matt.
I know, that was
Yes.
intentional.
I'm like, what the? Is our DM just a lizard?
Yeah, you say our team's just a frog.
Ribbit.
So will you untie them now?
Hmm.
They're bureaucrats. They don't
I'll
deserve it.
untie you once I have a job for you.
No!
You should be extra eager once I have something for you to do.
I have so much rope burn. And I keep smelling cheese!
Who's are
circling
using
back.
lay on hands? Here you go, my friend. Don't worry about rope burn. Don't worry about it. You're good. Stay sexy.
It's more in my
we're not
head than
too
anything
hard.
else at this point. Oh god!
Talia just hears crying from the other room and gives him a concerned look.
Don't
What
worry
did you
about
do?
it. Don't
I am.
worry about it.
I am worrying about it. What did you do?
It seems
I
his
am-
sadistic streak running.
A problem solver.
More like a problem child.
I'm gonna insight that. I don't even know what I'm
my
inciting for, but
God.
it feels something insight worthy.
When was Dylan sleeping?
Exactly,
was
you're
like,
wrong.
yeah.
An unnatural one. There we go.
You know,
You're
just
wrong. I am the law. I am a paladin of conquest.
And I'm one of vengeance.
You're a sociopath.
you know, the way he's speaking, it reminds you of someone. Who could it be? I think it might have been a teacher when you were a kid. No, you never went to school. But maybe it was a local No, that wasn't exactly your thing either. It was that homeless man on the road. Wait, what's he saying? As you can't read anything into his expressions.
You know what? I'm just gonna take your word about it. Life's a lot easier if you just don't worry about your problems.
That's a terrible way to look at life.
And I'm still
able to
alive.
Not worry about
Well,
your
to be fair,
problems?
that's actually normally how the weak die and the strong live if you don't worry about what happens. So never mind. Keep living like that. It will end wonderfully.
Why aren't
Okay.
you dead yet then?
I get
We-
another bourbon.
All right, and with that, I'm about to do a quick outro for this before I end the stream.
Alright.
Okay, if anyone who isn't just me and my cell phone is still sticking around, or someone in the future watching this, hello, and thank you for sticking around this long. The fact that you watched the whole thing is honestly impressive to a certain degree, so I hope you liked it. This is Bender Butch. God damn it, I had to change my name. I'm not Bender Butt anymore, I'm Bender Boss now, because butt has too much of a sexual connotation, so I need to change it. But anyways, I am Bender Boss GM, and thank you for checking out my stuff. I also make anime content, so check that out too. Bye-bye!
I am Bender Boss and you're watching Disney Channel.
Yeah, it's got a similar
Explain,
vibe, I
everyone.
know.